Hello everyone and welcome to Prestige Encounters, the Dungeons & Dragons campaign brought to you by Prestige Gaming Community. I'm the Dungeon Master Salkos and we have a really great session for you tonight, but before we get into all that, we have a few announcements to get through. First and foremost, a lot of the music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you could be using at your tables at home. You can listen to their music on Spotify, watch your music videos on YouTube, or even ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now. We also are utilizing the music and soundscapes of Arkenforge, which is a comprehensive tool for dungeon masters and game masters alike to use to bring their games to life. It has a cartography tool, soundscape, sound effects, and music as well that you can be using, and we are really happy to be partnered with both. If you want more information, our wonderful Twitch bot does have some nifty commands that you can be using. The first to go to midnightsyndicate.com is !midnight. And the one to find more information on Arkenforge is !forge. Now we will let you know that Arkenforge is a paid software that you can get for $35 off. Or if you want to be fiscally responsible, you can use the code PRESTIGE at checkout for $5 off. It is worth it. I use it all the time. I use it for the campaign and I love it. So you'll love it too, like I said. So with that, we also have a lot of artists that do great work for our community, such as this bust portrait that you see right here. I do this every week. The line art was done by Jeremiah, aka Slimy Rice, who plays Aspen in our campaign. And then the coloring was done by Starving Artist, who you can find the commission info for in our Discord and by using the command !Discord in our Twitch chat, or go into pgc.gg/discord. Speaking of everybody else, let's go ahead and bring everyone in. Hello everyone.
Oh wait,
Yes.
that was weird. My mic didn't pick that up.
Hello.
So you see here that we are welcoming back Noah, who plays Ukifli, and Noah, who plays Nazmir. And as we start the campaign, they're going to disappear off screen for a moment, but you know, for now they are here to join us in our announcements, and we're happy to have them back after having a child, Noah, and after a successful community theater.
Just a point of clarity, I did not have a child with Nate, although it would have been amazing.
It would have been on the news.
It would have been really interesting. But
look,
no.
Mom, we're on TV.
Ship it.
I didn't personally have the child, but I did help.
So,
well, I've done my part.
So, where was I? We also have a couple other sponsors for the stream tonight. We have Found Familiar Coffee, which is a small family-owned business that creates D&D themed roasts and beans. You get them from single origin beans to blends. I love it. I get the regular Knoll. For more information, !coffee in our chat, or go to foundfamiliar.com/prestige encounters. You can use the command prestige at checkout for 10% off. We also have a great energy drink company that our very own Jeremiah, who's on camera today, is going to tell us about.
We're partnered with Rogue Energy, and as you see, I got myself some blue raspberry Rogue Energy right here, and let me tell you, it has been just amazing. It tastes great. It's not harsh like a lot of other energy drinks are when you drink it, and man, it definitely brings me the energy. It's so good. It's so good. Somebody else has got to try it.
I love Rogue Energy.
What did you just do? Oh my god! How did you do that?
That's amazing.
Wow.
How did they do that?
Do you have a portal somewhere? Do you have like a portal gun? Did Rogue Energy allow you to teleport matter from one place
That's
to
how
another?
much
Not only-
energy it has.
So much energy. It just, I was able to do it. It's just me though. That won't happen if you drink it.
Not only do we have a Rogue Energy sponsorship,
Much
but
like-
we've also discovered interdimensional travel.
Much like a lawsuit against other energy companies that say that, you know, their drink gives you wings, that doesn't really give you wings. This does not allow portals to be opened
As I
risks
specified.
you know, as specified. So you will not have the same results, you know. So really important
But
to note that.
You can get some amazing bundles. I myself got the starter bundle where I got a shaker and this nice little tub of Rogue Energy right here. and you can use code Prestige for 10% off at checkout.
Thank you so much, Jeremiah. Do we have any other announcements? Oh, I do actually have a few. So we will be doing a holiday one shot. Not next week. Actually, yes, next week on the 22nd of December. So feel free to join us for that at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you are watching the stream right now, you are earning prestige points.
Ooh.
This is something that we've been working on for a while for our Discord and Twitch bot. It is not the same thing as channel points that Twitch has, but every 5 minutes you watch the stream, you earn you earn points. Okay, you earn more points if you're a subscriber.
You earn more points.
Yes, that's gonna be in your dictionary in 10 years. New slang. Anyway,
earn them.
Anyway, and those points can be redeemed for rewards in our Discord, anywhere from, you know, one-shot tickets, raffle tickets, those sort of things, to merch or dice sets to be sent out to you. There are some restrictions on some things, and it's watching the stream is not the only way to earn points. All that information, there's a lot to it. I'm not gonna sit here and take the hour of our campaign to explain it all, but a lot of it can be read about in our Discord channel. There is a point shop channel in the very top at pgc.gg/discord in case you missed it earlier. But it's really a great way to earn stuff for just, you know, doing something that you already do, that's watching our Twitch stream or whatever, you know. So we're really happy to have that rolling out. The whole store will be launching the 1st of 2023. So
Nice.
that's really exciting. We're going to have our Minecraft server rewards up and all that. So
I have a quick question.
Yes.
A quick question. So, what's a dude got to do to get into this Christmas one shot?
right, so you're going to message me on our Discord. First come, first serve. 8 slots available.
Nice.
Oh, and taking part in the one shot will earn you bonus points, much like an event would in our Discord. So that's a really exciting time. So
Nice.
with that, we're gonna go ahead and say goodbye to Zulkifli and Asmir for a moment.
Get on out of here. Get out of here.
That includes their little name slideshows as well.
They disappeared.
Disappeared.
Happening
And-
again.
Grab your drinks, grab your snacks as we welcome you to our table, and we now begin session 19 of Prestige Encounters. And here to tell us what transpired last week, in her very own words, is none other than our guest for this evening, Lady Gwenover.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. This is an excerpt from the private journal of Lady Gwynnefer Belladonna Tisiphone von Gertrude von Kerkhoff of the House von Kerkhoff and Court Wizard of the City of Stagreach, I will have you remember. If, by the way, you are reading this without permission from myself, please write your name and the name of your next of kin somewhere on the page so that I know how to dispose of your remains after I am done with them. Okay, so yesterday I am conducting experiment on the feigned death ritual with Merlin supervising. He is my raven familiar, Merlin. And of course, there he is. Yes, Merlin, I'm talking about you right now. And of course, Merlin is not locking the door to the lab while I am indisposed. So when I wake up, there is this elven woman standing over me. She is a Firbolg in disguise. Her name is Astra. She's coming to me with an adventuring party of 5 from Summermorn. The Seekers, they call themselves. And they are seeking a cure to a curse on the daughter of a noblewoman in Summermorn. Of course, I am recognizing the curse right away. It is a moon curse from Nima, goddess of the waning moon. Very vengeful she can be. Very curious it is that she would send her ire down to this woman in Summermorn. There is a cure, I tell them, in a flower that only grows near a temple to Nima on the mountains near Stagreach, which of course they suspected, which is why they are coming here to me. So I go with them into the city to get them ready for an expedition up the mountain. Perfect chance this is to join a party, try out some new spells I've been working on, maybe get some excitement, get into some fights. Always is fun being a wizard and casting spells at people. So I take them on a shortcut through an alley to the Stinking Seed Pod, which is a tavern that there are some rooms, yes, but also very exciting card games. And the loud one, Cormac, I think is his name, he gets a bullet in the back from, I think, a guy from a logging company. He has an armband with an emblem that has a tree and a wood saw. Very bizarre enemies the Seekers have. So anyway, we all kill the guy. And then, of course, Captain Richter of the City Guard, he appears just in time to accuse me of causing trouble. Always it is so with the name von Kerkhoff. Always his mother telling me that jealous is the world of our wealth and our beauty. An evil thing happens and the von Kerkhoff is blamed, she says. So after I am taken in and questioned, I am released the next morning and I find the party at the Blue Egg Inn. We get ready to go. They all want to go on foot, which is very strange. I, of course, am taking a horse. A few hours into our journey, we encounter a troop of entertainers who have a cart that is stuck in the mud. The party helps them out of the mud in exchange for a bag of beans, which is exactly what helping people out on the road is worth. And so a rainstorm begins as we climb. We reach an altar, maybe to one of the sun or moon gods. I did not know. And when I tried to investigate, I am grazed by a bolt of lightning. Hurt very much it did, and my good sun parasol is now ruined. And the party decides we must be on the right path, but it continues through an arch, and then up some very steep steps, and my horse cannot walk it. So I do what any rational wizard would do. I kill the horse, and I draw its life into my body using necromancy, and my wounds from the lightning are healed. And at this, the party reacts completely irrationally. The other Fearbulk, Aspen, the look on his face, you would think I killed his own mother. Her sister, Astra, looks ready to kill me. All of them, they go on about how it was unnecessary, how the creature did not deserve death. All of the pitfalls of small idealist minds, of course. However, we were losing light, and the rain was getting worse, so we go up the steep steps. This shift in party dynamics, I will have to deal with this later. Casimir, the tiefling, he is taking point. His footing slips, he falls into me. We all fall down one by one, single file, into the abyss. We are still actually falling right now. I should probably stop writing this and figure out where I'm going to land. But now you're up to speed. Let us see what the next chapter has in store.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Best intro we've ever had.
As Guinevere is wrapping up her journal entry, all of you find yourself tumbling into this chasm off the cliffside of the mountain that you began to ascend. As you find yourselves being wrapped and disoriented, and this very chill gusts of wind start to thrash at your body, spinning them around away from each other. Astra reaches out to Aspen and attempts to hold his hand. This very strong gust of wind whisks her away, and she plunges into darkness. As you all continue to be whipped around, and your for example, Casimir, your wings are being wrapped around your body. You can't quite extend them out as you're rapidly gaining speed. The winds begin to push you. You catch an updraft. And with that, your velocity begins to lessen as you're whisked away into this small opening in the side of the mountain. Painfully, you land on the ground. Everyone, I need you all to go to your character sheets as you're about to take some damage.
Ooh. Oh dear.
That's a lot of dice.
The clickety clack of math rocks.
Yeah.
Everybody, you are going to take, as you're thrown into this cave, 30 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Oh man.
Is anybody unconscious? No? Okay.
Master is
Just about.
unconscious.
Just really
Still on
fucking
my feet.
hurt.
Yeah, so there are very sharp stalagmites and stalactites. There are... It's not a gentle landing at all, but it seems like the will of the wind has whisked you away to this area. And with that, what would you like to do?
I think my ankles are broken.
I think my, I think me everything is broken.
Aspen's gonna stand up, with a bloody nose, clutching his ribs. He's gonna look around. Where is she?
Where's what? Oh.
Where's my sister? Did you see where she landed?
Is she not in here?
He's just he's looking around everywhere he can. We're in like an opening on the side of the mountain, right?
You are in a cave.
A cave. Okay. And he doesn't see her anywhere in there. So he's just gonna like start pacing around back and forth with his hands on his head.
There's nothing to be done about your sister. She's not here. We are in no condition to go look for her. Let us sit here for a moment, take bearing of what we have. I think this one said his ankles were broken. Points at Kydro. Maybe we should deal with this, and then we deal with that, yes?
Alright, so everybody looks pretty decently hurt, right?
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Oh yeah,
Kydro's ankles are broken.
I'm hanging
Edgar's
on by a
wings
thread.
are hanging limp.
he got juked by the wind.
Alright.
As Aspen
Does anybody...
One second. As Aspen continues to pace, Guinevere, you look down as you're looking at Hydra's ankles, and the area where the party landed, you watch as small spider-like cracks begin to spread across the stone base of this cave.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights, and just get a couple glowing orbs down near the floor to get a better look at what's going on.
Yeah, as you cast dancing lights and these 3 orbs of light come up into the air, filling this opening with light. The storm is raging outside the opening of this cave, just in time as you watch the cracks rapidly spreading across this area where you all landed, and you once again begin to fall through the floor. But this time it's at a slope. A very strong stinging pain of cold strikes all of you as you are now sliding down a slope of ice. Large icicles and dripping condensation that freezes as it lands begins to slice at your backs. That's gonna be an additional 9 points of cold damage.
Casimir's unconscious.
Yeah, you also
Cormac's
find an unconscious Gwen at the bottom of the slope.
Did anybody else fall unconscious other than Casimir and Guinevere?
Cormac.
Cormac? So Aspen and Kydro are the only 2 left.
Alright. That's not good.
The slope
Nope,
reaches
so,
the end of the... and you guys just slide into this large icy powdered snow part of this cave.
Okay.
As 3 of your allies are now bleeding out.
So only myself and Kydro. Right?
Yep.
You would see if you Gwen's wearing this ruby around her neck, and it glows for a moment, and I automatically get 3 successful death saves and am now stabilized, but still unconscious.
So what are you two doing?
So Aspen looks around, and he is going to. He is extremely hurt. Like, he's clutching his side, and he's gonna wave his hand over his allies and cast Wither and Bloom. And he's going to. Everybody gets to roll, I believe, one of their hit dice to recover some HP.
I believe we roll it, and then we also add something. I want to say your spellcasting modifier.
I think. No, it's your Constitution modifier, I believe.
Okay,
It's like if you were rolling for a short rest.
sure. My the ruby, my periaptive wound closure, actually lets me roll double on hit dice, so I'm gonna take that.
Oh, okay. I guess it is spellcasting. So it's +5. So your hit dice.
Nice.
So as Aspen on his hands and knees, his one hand gripping his side where his ribs are, where he's bleeding himself, quite staining the ice and snow covered floor with this crimson red, he shakily raises his hand, and the three of you eyes snap open, body coursing with pain.
Why the fuck does this keep happening?
This happens to you a lot. Oh.
I mean, it just fucking happened yesterday.
What?
I'm gonna check the ground at my feet as my eyes snap open with this wither and bloom, and check to make sure that I'm not like on cracked ice that's also about to shatter and
Make a
send me
survival
plummeting into,
check.
I don't know, lava. Okay. Survival check. Here it comes. +0. 10. How's that?
You see cracks. I'm just kidding.
No.
There's no indication
missed your step.
that this floor is going to crack open again.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna take a breath. I'm just gonna lie there. You know,
Let it happen.
let it happen.
Accept your fate.
You're fated to suffer.
You seem to have fallen.
Oh,
Can we
you
get
don't
back?
say.
You know, in my experience, it's usually the things in the cave that end up trying to kill you, but seems like the cave itself is trying to kill us right now.
Listen, I'm gonna sit up. I'm gonna start drying myself off with. Well, no, it's still raining, so there's no point drying myself off.
Well, you guys are inside.
All right,
You're
so I'm gonna start
inside
drying
a frozen cave. Which, now that you're thinking about it,
Makes no sense.
Yeah. I'm gonna start drying myself off with prestidigitation, and I'll say to the party, "Look, we gave it our best shot. We tried to get up the mountain and get the flower for who cares, over in Summermorn. Didn't work. This sucks. I've had my fill. We could probably get back to Stagreach by sunset. Yes? Game of cards at the stinking seed pod. Nice hot meal.
We have to look for my sister.
She's probably down here too. We all landed in the same cave. Yes?
I believe she didn't.
Well, where is this place anyway? Why is this very cold in here? Yeah. Seeing this ice, what, you're right. It would occur. This is not natural. Do I have any indication of what it is then?
make a nature check.
Okay. I will. Dirty 20.
This seems to be of magical nature. There's nothing that would indicate that being this deep, and from how far you fell, and thinking about, you know, being in the earth, in the mountain this deep, there should not be a frozen section of a cave.
Okay. This is the ice in here. This is not natural. Something something put it here. I'm not saying it was sentient. I'm just saying it was not nature. I think we should leave.
First, we have to find the way out. We can't go back the way we came in.
Indeed.
Everything that just happened to us seems improbable. Rain, the wind blowing us in, falling as far as we have.
Aspen, do you have like a psychic connection to your sister? Can you like reach out to her? Is it like twins? Is it like no? Okay. I was really hoping that you could do that. That would be really convenient. I cannot also do this. I am open to suggestions. Are we all alive, by the way? Did we all get back up? Okay.
I believe Kydro's ankles need setting.
Okay. Should we take a rest?
I believe I should set them.
Okay.
We should
How do
check
you
to
intend
see.
to set my ankles?
And Casimir, tieflings are from the deep places of the earth, yes? From underground, you pop out of the ground, yes?
You're
So you could-
asking me again things I have no idea. I'm from a manor. I lived in a house.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
I
born-
also am from a manor. I lived in the house.
Yeah. Were you know, there's no like special like necromancer. You didn't come out of a graveyard first, right?
No. Very common mistake this is among von Kerkhoffs. No, I grew up in a house with a family. I just wanted to know if you have any experience with spelunking, if you could find a way out of the cave for us.
I think that's it's not really I mean, it's not a tiefling thing that I'm aware of, but they didn't give me a guidebook at birth for the features of whatever this is.
Okay, so I'm about to have a panic attack, so I'm going to sit down and light a bonfire because nobody is prepared for cave diving, and we are all now deep in a cave full of unnatural ice. So let's all sit down, take a breath, maybe take an hour to just gather our things, have a bite to eat, have not eaten since breakfast, yes?
I mean, is the space we're in, does it look safe?
In what way?
Yes.
Like, are you trying to? What, can you be more specific?
Looking
exposure.
for anything lurking.
So you want to know if there's anything around?
Yeah,
A perception
It's
check.
not gonna-
Then.
yeah. We'll see if it goes well. Oh, that is a 13.
A
Better than I thought.
13. Looking around, there doesn't appear to be anything watching you or looking in this area. This cave is quite dark, so for those who don't have dark vision, all you have are the orbs of light from Lady Guinevere that kind of came down with her. But there doesn't seem to be anything in this immediate area. There is an opening. There is a pathway leading forward. It seems that while you guys fell, the rubble from the collapsed floor and the snow just packed together, sealing off the slope to head back up.
Well,
Um.
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, Cormac was gonna pull out a torch from his pack and like use the use the flint of his flintlock to actually light it, so that way we can get a little more light in this whatever this ice hallway, I guess it is.
Circular area with a way forward, but all of the walls are like this dirty snow with like white, well not white, but like ice sheets kind of like covering it from like the water running down the sides and then freezing over and over again.
Okay.
Mechanically, do we want to take a short rest before we continue, or are we about to be ambushed by like ice spiders or something like that? Some kind of frost giant.
Actually, just
Now that you mention it,
I wasn't asking you. Deafen yourself.
Comfortable enough place to take a short rest? Like, is it too cold or something like that? Is that something that we have to worry about?
this feels like you're in the middle of a winter storm,
oh boy,
Okay.
like below
1
freezing
second.
temperatures.
Um.
It was springtime right before you started climbing those stairs.
Okay. Okay. Well, while they're deciding if they want to carry on or not, and I'll completely respect the decision of the party, but I am going to begin to ritual cast Tiny Hut. It will take 11 minutes, and once I'm done, it will be warm and dry inside the hut. Where we can, I can presumably take a long rest. But not long rest, short rest. I wouldn't do that to you.
Travel for 2 hours, long rest.
That's what's gonna walk over to Kydro, and he's gonna grab Kydro's dagger from the side. Just go, here, bite this.
He's gonna go ahead and do that.
what is it?
And gonna take a look at his ankles.
Make a medicine check.
All right. That is a 50.
I'm sorry.
No.
Could you repeat that?
It's
23. Okay. So, yeah, you feel like you could make sure everything is aligned properly before you try to heal him again, or before he heals himself.
and then Aspen goes and grabs it and just kind of rolls it back into place. Like
With a pop, a wet pop.
yeah.
That yell echoes down
Yeah.
the chamber. Just
I am
as
trying to cast a spell.
the hut springs into existence. Is there any particular color that you make it?
It's like I don't know. It's kind of like purpley, like a deep purple, like it's blacklit.
Okay.
And it's just her inside of it, by the way. Nobody else is inside this hut.
Kydro's
So-
gonna like try to crawl into the hut.
Who tries to crawl into the hut?
Kydro. Well, it's just his hands. Just
Well, unfortunately, you can't
I'll
see
poke my head. I'll poke my head out of the hut. I'm sorry. Yes. You need
I
something?
want to go in there. It's cold out here.
Oh.
My legs hurt so much right now.
Oh wow. I did not think this would happen so quickly. Okay. Kydro, yes.
Yeah.
You seem like a very nice person. Very exciting it has been to be on this adventure with you for these few hours. I think it's best if we keep our relationship professional. I will be inside this hut, and you will not. Okay.
I'm going to freeze to death.
No, you will
Okay.
not. Make a fire. Do something. I did something. Now you do something. Okay. Back in the
All
hut.
right. Well,
Kydro's going to he's gonna reach in his bag, just without getting up. He's like grabbing it. He's gonna take out 4 torches and just kind of clear a little bit of the snow out of the way. Is there like some like stone underneath, maybe? If you like dig for a little bit. Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. He's gonna kind of put the torches a little bit overlapping with the the tops of them that usually ignite kind of in the center. And he's just going to bring back his fist, and he's going to Draconic Strike the center with the flame variant to try to light a fire, just punching it a few times.
As Cormac is holding a
Cormac's
torch.
just standing on the side holding the torch like, really?
Like, this is way cooler. I'm sorry. I just
And it could also break the fucking ice again.
And
don't underneath.
Is there any fuel for your fire, or you're just punching the ground?
Just punching. Oh, the torches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You have a torch fire going. That's not quite what they're for, but yes, I will allow you to light the whole torch on fire.
And I'm sorry, Michael. I stepped on your as the hut appeared with my stupid foolishness with Kydro. Was there something that happened as the hut appeared that we were ignoring?
Casimir, who is looking around,
Okay.
starts to hear sounds from down the corridor of this cave.
Oh. I just heard something down the corridor. What did that sound like?
Make a nature check. He froze.
I did, yeah.
Make a nature check.
Make a nature check. Naturally. That's 6.
You have no idea.
It's a dragon. It's not a dragon. I have no idea. Should we check ahead if she's not going to let us in? I mean, if we're just going to freeze to death.
I'm gonna be an hour. If you need to go check something, you go ahead.
She's not a team player. Okay. I mean...
Can Cormac take a listen?
Yeah, make a perception check. With advantage, because it's being pointed out to you.
That's a 10.
With advantage?
With advantage.
You don't hear anything.
Did I imagine it?
Is he going insane?
I mean, I
Cold already
could be.
getting to him?
Is this what they call ice madness? I've heard of it.
It's finally setting in. I'm gonna poke my head out of the. You guys really look like you're gonna die. Should we be moving? Should we be getting out of you? You have to move if you're cold.
I mean...
So there's only really one way to go, and it's towards the weird noise. Or is there another way deeper down into the bowels of the earth that gets us away from the creepy noise?
Mate, were you asking me a question?
I'm sorry. Yes, Game Master. Casimir heard a sound coming down the hallway. Is that the only way to go?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take pity on these pathetic people. Can I let them into my hut after it's made? Can I be like, can
We've
I
allowed
flip a
that in the
switch?
past, yeah.
All right. Like, okay, everybody come in. She's so pathetic. Only person who bring a hut. You all have tents. You cannot set them up. You can't light a fire. You can't make... Well, I guess you can make light. Get inside.
So, does everybody go in?
Sure.
We can certainly try.
Yeah, Aspen steps in and he sits on the opposite side of the hut from Lady Winover.
It's not that big. You can try to get away from me, but it's very uncomfortable.
try.
This is going to be. Ugh.
Kydro's not going to go in the hut. You had your chance. Now I have my fire. I don't need it.
Okay, we are going to be in here for a full hour, taking a short rest, as is prescribed by the player's handbook. And if you're out there for an hour, you're probably going to die. So you should really come inside.
Am I in an adequate temperature right now, Michael?
It is below freezing.
So the fire's not doing that much.
I mean, without the fire, it's a below freezing environment. I mean, you're warm, but you're not exactly dressed for winter weather.
That's
You're in what?
very
A gi?
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really nice in here. Aspen, is it nice in here?
Writing something down right now.
Very nice in here.
Okay. Just go in. We'll rest up quickly.
Yes.
Hydra's gonna crawl into the hut and bend in his fire.
Cormac, you are in here too?
Yeah.
All right. Now that we're all safely inside the hut, we take a short rest, yes?
Yeah.
I don't see any harm in it.
Okay.
I will note, Aspen's writing stuff in his journal. He's still looking at Lady Guinevere.
What is your problem? No, don't answer that. Whatever, I don't care. Oh, I'm gonna lie down with like one of those things that goes over your eyes that blocks the light, and I'm just gonna lie like that for an hour.
So as you're all resting up in this hut, and did Kaiju extinguish the fire?
No.
Those strange grunting sounds, this chittering grows louder, and you all watch as two of these creatures emerge from the corridor. They are each about 2 feet tall, 2 to 3 feet tall, you imagine, about the size of a gnomish person, except it seems like their whole body is frostbitten with this very pale blue skin that's tightly clinging to their forms. Instead of humanoid eyes, it's just large black orbs with a hunchback and tattered rags wrapped around them. They continue to grunt to each other, looking around, and they see the flame, and like almost like an ape, they on all fours, they quickly run over to it and kick out the flames, angrily grunting, looking at each other, looking around.
Purple's here.
Yeah, we see all of this, right?
Yeah, you can see outside the hut, but they can't see inside. It's opaque to them.
Okay.
They look over and they see a purple orb, and you hear, and
Don't look at the don't look at them. Don't talk to them. Don't make eye contact. They'll move on.
you guys do anything?
Hydra's just gonna look at the destroyed campfire. He's gonna be like, well, I thought it was pretty okay.
With that,
Seem to hate.
they turn around and quickly make their way back down the corridor.
They seem to be drawn to the heat.
Would any of us recognize what these creatures are? These like underground, lightless troglodytes?
You can roll for a nature check.
I will roll for a nature check. I'm probably not the best candidate. Oh, my mistake. Natural 20. I've met them. I know these two people personally.
So these creatures are actually very close to gnomes, but they're not from this region. They are, how do I want to put this? They are typically found in more Arctic regions, cold. They're subterranean, like a mix. So basically, the way that it's they're like a goblinoid form of a gnome. Basically, there has been some breeding between goblins and gnomes that turned into these creatures, makes a subterranean conditions.
Okay.
And they're known as
Um,
NIMS with a G.
Would I know them to be hostile just to interlopers?
Generally, yes.
Okay.
They're very hostile
Sure.
creatures.
Okay. Well, I think when the short rest ends, if it ends, I don't do anything else for an hour. I don't know about the rest of them.
Does anybody want to do anything with your hour? Nope.
Right.
Right. Okay. Well, you can go ahead and mark your characters for a short rest. And if you could type your character name and your current health state after your short rest into the chat so I can update my own notes, that would be fantastic.
Okay. I think after I feel good again, I'll stand up and I'll look around and I'll say to the party, "How's everyone feeling? Are we good? Are we ready to get out of this place?" Hydra, how's your ankles? Can you walk?
I should be good to walk for a couple hours, but then I'll probably put my feet on something and just for a little bit.
Okay, well, I say we get out of here and then we decide if we're actually going to carry on with the flower. Aspen, yes. We'll see if we can find your sister. This is, okay.
We will find her.
I hope so. I sincerely say that I hope we find her. It appears that my actions an hour ago have shifted the dynamics of the party in a way that is not desirable for synergy, shall we say. I wish this were not so. I hope that we can continue to function as a party, at least until we get out of this cave. Yes, if things come to blows, perhaps we watch out for each other. We try to work as a adventuring unit.
And if we weren't working as an adventuring unit, I wouldn't have brought you up.
Okay. This is, you get the impression that this is about as close to an apology as you'll ever get out of Guinevere, for any reason. I think with this, a quick look around the cave to see if it's clear before dispelling the tiny hut. Anything in sights, Michael?
Roll perception.
Okay. A normal roll, please. These are showing up. I want to point out these are all showing up in roll 20 chat, so you can see that was another natural 20.
Yeah. Of course.
Okay.
You don't hear anything, you don't see anything, you don't smell anything. Seems like it's pretty clear.
Okay. I'll dispel the tiny hut, and I will definitely not lead the way. I will look to the rest of the party expectantly.
Aspen stands up and starts walking, leading the way down the cave.
Okay. I'll follow.
Can I get a perception check from Aspen? Since you're leading, who's taking the rear?
Check.
Yeah, perception from Aspen. Who's taking the rear?
I'll pick up the rear.
Okay, can I get a perception check from you two?
Yep.
What'd you get, Aspen?
23.
Okay. So, as a party, you begin to move down this hallway, and you walk for a little bit, and you're this overall area is just this gray stone covered in snow and ice. And as you continue to move forward, this coldness chilling you down to the bone, as you are not, once again, dressed for this temperature and this climate. You begin to realize that on your left-hand side, the wall is just a wall of this translucent, not completely see-through, kind of like frosted glass ice. And Aspen, as you continue to move forward, you start to see these shapes of mixture of red and green walking not directly beside you, but on the other side of this ice.
Can I make them out any better?
Not quite with the way that this ice, it's very, all you can see is really the color and this like blob of a shape. But the wall does come to an end a few feet ahead. As both are moving towards that end.
Prepare yourselves. Husband says to the party behind him.
As we're
Why, what's happening?
blade.
We're going to come face to face with something in a moment.
Okay.
So you all begin to crouch low and continue to move forward as the shapes on the other side of the wall continue to move forward. And as you get to the end, Aspen, wielding his staff, comes face to face with another form brandishing their weapon. Familiar, as you are now face to face with the familiar face of Zulkifli.
So Kifli,
And behind him,
Yay!
Nazmir.
Oh, our friends.
Oh, it's you.
I'm very relieved to see your faces.
Nice.
There's something here. Something. I look past Aspen's shoulder. Huh. That one. I pointed at Lady Gwyn. Smell like dead zombie something.
I'm so sorry. I don't believe we've met. My name is Lady Gwynnifer. Who are you?
Zulkifli.
A pleasure it is, Zulkifli. You know these people? You know this guy? I'll lean over to, I guess I'm right behind Aspen. I'll lean over to Aspen. You know this guy? Who is this man? Look at him.
Who is this one? Why she smell like a dead person?
Zulkifli is a friend of mine. This is Lady Gwynover. She is tagging along.
Tagging. Okay, friend.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Nazmir.
And you as well, Nazmir.
Yeah. Monsters. Small. Danger here.
Okay.
Hey. I'll look over the party. I'll look at the wounds. Hey, you. How come you oh, blood? What happened?
We fell off a mountain.
Like that.
And then slid down the slope. Made of ice.
Sounds kind of like fun.
I can't find Astra.
Oh dear.
What?
When we fell, she fell in a different direction, and I haven't seen her.
Different? Where? This way? I have not. I know. I did not smell her.
We were up near the. We were climbing up the top, to the top of the mountain to find this flower, that would break this wound curse. Very long story. But it was up there that we lost her. We have fallen quite a long way since then. I do not think that she is close, but we are hoping that she took a similar path to our own. As for our injuries, we took a moment to gather ourselves. I think we're doing very well. But Zulkifli, if you feel compelled to look me over, make sure everything is okay, then
She murdered a horse.
I will not argue with this.
I look up at Lady Guinevere, all 7 feet of her.
She's like completely like she's giving you like the batting her eyes at you like.
It lasts about 3 seconds. Oh, okay.
Oh. Yes, everything looks okay?
Yeah. Fine.
Okay.
Okay, you have trouble or not with the small creature? So far, we have Nazmir and.
Oh no, which window are we in?
in?
Oh no.
That's
Technical
fine.
difficulties, guy.
That's fine, you keep going.
Alright, okay. So far we very quiet. I find Nazmir before in the city. I think maybe here with you, but.
That's
Okay.
me. Separated from the party.
You think maybe the creature they take Astra?
Perhaps.
Only one way.
If they did, we will get her back.
Very unkind to interlopers. These creatures are. If they have taken her, then I am not optimistic about her chances.
True optimist.
And not speak that way.
Mm. Trust me, when I speak a hex and a curse, you will know it. I am not. I do not put. This is not superstition. Magic has rules. But very well. Again, I do not wish to upset you. Yes, we are looking for your sister. We will find her, or we will try.
Okay. We come from this way. You can find a way out.
We?
Point at the passage. But the creatures, they come from a point. Is there a different passageway where the creatures must have come from at this time?
There's a forward.
There's just a forward where we came from?
Well, you guys were walking through
We
to
were
a
parallel.
fork path,
Oh,
and
I
now
see. We were
merges
parallel?
forward.
Got it. Okay.
We go
Okay,
back
this
the way
way?
we came from.
This way, nothing. Where we come from, nothing. This way, must be. Pastilla, she is here. Or else we go back. But we check here now. Okay, quiet. Shush. Okay.
Can I get a stealth check from everybody, please?
Okay.
Sure.
25.
Ooh, 11.
Also 25.
16.
16.
17.
15.
Relatively good average, everybody. Not bad. So, using the snow on the ground to kind of dampen the sound of you all stepping around, you crouch low and you begin to move forward. As you continue to move forward, you notice that there are some of these like chambers off the side of the cave. In one particular chamber, you notice that there is a group about five nymphs, and there's 3 of these very large, when I say large, about 3 to 4 feet tall stones, oval shaped, that they're just taking these drifts of snow and ice and pressing up against them, and trying to cover them as much as they can. Another chamber, they are eating what appears to be some sort of frozen flesh of a mountain beast that. Where did we lose that time? Was it Aspen?
Lost Jeremiah.
Yeah, his silly at the moment.
We love silly computers. Of this, so they're eating like these torn parts of flesh of this. Seems to be a mountain goat that they are just now eating. And you notice that their teeth, as you're kind of like sneaking past these strangers, where they're not really paying much attention to the hallway, their teeth are just like this, very sharp, almost as if they're filed down.
Okay. Well, I have to find my sister. Oh no, okay. All right, we're back.
I want my family back.
Michael got switched with Michael. That was great.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was on brand. So they're okay. So they haven't noticed us. Is there a route? It appears we
How
can
big?
sneak by.
Do they look
Oh.
small, DM? How many are there? Just 2?
So in the room that you passed with the large stones, there was 3 of them. Or did I say 4? 4. We'll say 4. In the other chamber that you're now passing, there's 3. It seems to be
Okay.
like a nest of these creatures. But Guinevere, I will note that since you got a natural 20 when you were looking at these creatures, they don't have any innate magic to them.
Okay.
Like some of them can possess magical ability, but not to this degree.
Sure. These are very mundane creatures, like squirrels, but big.
More like
Wait.
ravenous goblins. Like they're not exactly humanoid anymore, the way that evolution has treated them. But yeah,
Right. Yeah, they're like humans.
they're not
Lesser.
intelligent. Yeah.
Belonging underground in the dark places. Okay,
Mhm,
yeah, I understand. Okay. Well, there is nothing for us here. I'll whisper to the group. There's nothing for us here. We move on. If anybody sees a route past all this, actually, Zulkifli, you said you came this way?
No,
No?
this way. This way?
This-
No.
Okay.
Side.
Which way did you come?
Mm.
This way. Okay. This is the way. This is the way out.
Hey Nazmir, what's that tune you're humming? I like it.
You are leading us out, yes? You are not leading us deeper into this place.
We're
Yeah.
looking.
We are finding Astra. the
Oh
one.
yeah. I'm very sorry. I am Aspen. Completely forgot about your sister. I did. Anyway.
Mm.
This does not surprise me.
Maybe we are looking for something. This looks like a nest over here. Is there a place that looks like a pantry to any of you? Maybe that is where we are looking for Astra.
What are the 3 creatures doing? Have we passed them by now, or are they just kind of still there? Skulking?
I'll say that you've kind of moved past them, but they were just eating. The 3 in that one room, they were eating a frozen goat.
Okay.
Okay. Didn't happen to be a humanoid, kind of furball looking. No. Okay.
No.
Good to know.
Frozen goat.
Good to know.
Yeah. Your character was eaten while you were gone.
Okay.
All right.
What am I smelling as we head towards the down this passageway? Does it seem like it's just getting stronger? Do I smell more
Make
of
a
them down there?
perception check.
Sure.
Do you smell Fearbulk?
Hmm. Gross. 13.
13.
Yeah.
All of the snow constantly has it's rather scentless, as if it's freshly fallen. You know that when there's new snow out, of course anybody from Canada would know this, like, and you step outside and everything's just very quiet, very still. That's what you're getting right now.
This way, a way up to the mountain. Fresh snow. This way. We follow.
It's spring. There wasn't any snow. I mean, there's something up ahead.
It's supernatural snow, Casimir.
I know.
We've
that's
covered
the
this.
Point. That's the point.
All right. Yes, it's very strange. Yeah, I agree. Okay, I am following the very handsome man. We do this. Yes? Okay.
Yeah, we are. So we're just gonna creep a little bit further forward, just down this passageway. I'm listening up for any more of these creatures.
Yeah.
Let me know when we come up near one. Let me know.
So at this point, as you continue to move forward into this cave, you come to an area where there are. It's a very tight squeeze, and there are levels to this. Like there's a cliff side, but it just goes down this path. Like there's 2 levels, and both lead to the other side. And the easiest way for me to explain this is if I showed you.
Oh, a visual! I love a visual.
Please do.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
So on the most left-hand side is where all of you are, right here, which is like this middle pathway down between 2 ledges of rock. So the darker gray is going to be about 10 feet up, but it's going to be flat up there as well, as if there was some sort of stream that used to run down here that cut down this rock so much. And just for the record, Aspen, current health?
$36.
Whatever?
37.
Oh, so you got full health. Okay, cool. Cormac?
Perioptic wound closure.
20?
29.
29, okay. Kydro?
34.
Nazir, you got full health. Casimir?
Full health.
Cool. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, so finish the picture. So we're in this area here. This is a. Are we? Is any of this open air, or is that snow just for illustration purposes?
That's the non-mapped part. That's
Okay.
anything that's
Got
on
it.
the inside these, like the gray area is like the ends of the cave. That wall on the outside of the gray area.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I think it. I think. Oh, go ahead, Zulkifli. You're taking point.
Yeah, I am going to go forward and I'm going to peer around this corner to see if there's anything on the other side. Just around this corner. Any creatures?
Make a perception check.
Sure. Listening, smelling.
Can I have Merlin give him the help action? Just kind of perch
so
on his head and
with
help him look.
advantage.
21.
21. Okay. So what you see and what you hear is this very high-pitched wind, almost as if like this stormy wind, but without the rain. And standing in front of you is a large creature that is made of a torrent of air, ice, and snow whipping around in a humanoid shape.
Lama.
E.
I'm gonna stare at that. Come back. There's
Clear.
creature, something made air, ice. waiting. Some magic thing.
What, like an elemental made of ice?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we should go the other way. This is bad way. We go other way. Yes?
Call to adventure.
Mm.
We're here to
Yes, we're refusing the call to adventure.
Astra.
Oh, right, Astra. Okay. So,
Okay. We talk. Ken.
is it coming? Zulkifli, is it coming this way, or is it just kind of staying where it is? Like, do we have a moment?
You're waiting.
Okay. Casimir, I've seen you make fire spells. I also.
I pull out my longbow, pull out a knife, and I just slash a little line down my wrist. The blood trickles down along the blade, and I
Oh wow!
wipe it along the strings of the longbow. It kind of flickers. I've just cast Crimson Right.
It is.
I've got my echo next to me.
It is not like it is very natural for this like not emo, but this super goth woman standing next to you to see that and be like, yeah, I'm into that. Like the Crimson Right, like, yeah, that's on brand.
This is great.
I use my blood. Just okay. Okay, ready.
I could get the drop on him from behind. Summon my echo behind him to draw his attention.
Wait.
There's a spell that can assist with this. Fire.
One thing. Talk first. Ask first.
To the creature.
Yeah. Ask first.
Fire first.
You want to reason with an elemental creature, a creature from the elemental plane of ice? What language are you hoping to speak with it? Common? Ice? Is ice a language? No, the only language this thing understands is melt. We make it so that it is not dangerous anymore. Very dangerous this thing is, and we make it so that it is not dangerous. By burning it and hit it with arrow, very cool. Do that thing that you did with the Crimson Right. Love it. Do that, and then make it dead. This is plan.
Okay. Ken. Creep along the side. Cormac, come. Together.
On my signal.
Okay. I'm waiting for Cormac to come by. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Aspen kind of makes a
So both Cormac and Zulkifli can make bow attacks with advantage.
Cool.
Cool.
Am I able
Nice.
to cast a spell at the same time?
So the way that this corridor is, you would not have line of sight unless you
I would not?
climbed up.
Oh,
Can I-
okay.
It's a narrow space.
Can I? Never mind. Oh, nat 20.
Ooh.
Nice. We take those.
20. I got a 20 to hit.
Both will hit,
Okay. 10 magical piercing damage with 5 fire damage.
so 15 total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's doubled, right? I always forget the
But your
math.
dice is doubled.
Yeah. I don't get extra attack on this, do I? Just a single attack.
You get the whatever your full action would be, unless your second attack would be your bonus action.
Oh no, that's the second. I will get another attack. I don't know if it's a straight roll or not. But yep. Okay, cool.
It's called a
19 to hit.
surprise round. So
Ooh, okay, cool. So maybe that would be with advantage then. All right, come on.
Oh,
All right, that'd be a 19 to hit.
11. So 16 total for me.
Okay, and yours is not magical, so that would be 8.
Great.
Okay, so 15 for the first attack and 16 for the second.
Both hit.
So, yeah, together 31.
Okay.
31 points of damage total.
Ooh.
10 of which is fire.
Do you get a second attack, Cormac?
No.
Okay. Quite a bit of damage. A total of 54 damage in one turn. This creature gets pelted with these attacks, knocking out parts of its form that it's now struggling to keep up. And the wind grows higher pitch, and as it does so, you hear that it's now becoming joined with the other sounds of howling winds.
Oh dear.
Yep.
Yep.
So with that, everybody, my cup runs dry.
What?
It is time to roll initiative.
I am a conscientious objector.
17.
And you can objectively die.
No, that's fine. I'm doing it. I'm rolling the dice.
Yeah. I
Thank you.
don't think Gwen has a conscience at all.
My intention was to keep you behind cover here. GM, just around this corner.
Yep, that'll be, well, I mean, that's full cover until it's visible.
Okay.
Are you visible? So remember, everybody, the rules of squeezing. You can move through an ally's space as difficult terrain. This whole light gray area is considered a narrow space.
Yeah, squeezing.
We're gonna get real comfy with each other here.
Is everybody on the initiative board?
Yeah.
I think so.
First up is the creature that you attacked. With a wail, it's going to zip towards both Cormac and Zulkifli.
Oh boy.
Carrying away.
No whales.
I need both of you to make a strength save, please.
Oh. That's not one of my worst ones, at least.
Strength saving throw.
Zulkifli and Cormac
Okay.
to make your strength save.
Natural 20. 22.
I got
So
a 14.
Kifley, you
Count it.
are thrown out to be here. Cormac,
Nice. Oh, okay.
you are not.
Yeah.
You are going to
Oh.
take. Let me see. Where's my dice for this? Ooh. Yeah. You're gonna take 17 points of cold damage.
Still up.
17 points.
Ow. That's cold. man.
And you guys watch as Cormac is whipped around in this cyclone of a creature, and he is thrown up into the air and lands here. But since you didn't collide with the wall, you don't take additional damage. And that will be its turn. Next up is Kydro.
Okay, so Kydro is going to squeeze through some of his team here and get just right in this thing's face. I'm assuming I have more than enough movement to kind of get in a good spot right here. Gonna go right here.
10, 20. You would have been able to just get through Nazmir to get there. Yeah, that's 30 feet of movement.
Kydro's 40 feet.
Cool. So that's 30 feet of movement.
Right. So he's just going to, he's going to go for this flurry of blows right out the gate. all fire. Just trying to see if you can melt this thing as fast as possible here. So, starting off with a 21 to hit for 8 fire damage.
8 points of fire damage. Okay.
And 2 more hits. A crit. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh,
We're rolling
very
well today.
nice.
What's the total?
6 fire damage for the crit.
Okay.
And 16 to hit. Does that hit?
16 will hit.
For 6 more fire damage. So it's 8, 6, 6. So
Actually, I'm sorry. The 12 did not hit. I don't know why I said it did hit. It didn't hit.
12?
12 did not hit. But 16
I
does.
said 16 hit. Okay, so all 3 of them. Oh, never mind. No, my bad.
The first attack did not hit.
Yeah, so 12 fire damage connected. Yeah.
My bad.
And
Sorry.
then he's just gonna stand there. That's the end of his turn.
Okay. Next up is going to be Aspen.
All right. So
Also, I forgot to
Aspen's
mention,
gonna use.
while not saying any of the blue area is also difficult terrain.
Got
It's
it.
ice.
Ice, baby.
Noted.
Noted.
Yeah, Aspen makes his way right there, and would that give him?
Say again, Aspen.
Pedro, can you translate since you're there with him?
Would that line of sight of the creature? What do you say?
You would have line of sight, yeah. Just
would
around the
that give me
corner.
line of sight if
Yeah.
I move there? Okay, cool. All right, so would I be able to see a space behind it? How transparent is it?
It's not transparent. But you did see Zulkifli. It like swallows Zulkifli and Cormac. Cormac went flying out the top. Zulkifli is nowhere to be seen.
Is there a space above it that I can see?
This is a large creature, so you wouldn't be able to see above it. It's
Okay.
quite tall.
I will in a space above myself, but in front of it, right? I will cast Flaming Sphere at the 3rd level.
Very nice.
So let me just cast this.
I like these drums.
Very primal.
Hold on. Does I have to make a save as soon as I summon it?
Okay.
I'm asking, like, does anybody know? Just before I
Yeah.
check.
So it will be a dex save.
Okay.
Yep. If you ram the creature, if you use a bonus action to ram it into the thing, then it has to make a saving throw immediately.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
That's
Use
going to
my bonus
be a
action for that.
21.
21. Okay, so it takes half damage, I believe.
Okay. So 7. Okay.
Yeah. And that is my turn.
Awesome. Zulkifli.
Lamont. Okay. Okay. I'm going to take a step back. Hit me if you want, but I'm going to take a step back.
Yeah, it's going to make a slam attack against you as its reaction.
Okay,
That
try.
will be a natural 1, so it slams the side of the wall. If it would
There's a
have hit you, it would
hot
have
table
hurt.
tonight.
Yeah. Ooh, love it. I'm gonna aim two longbow attacks. Boom, boom. Thwip. For 19 to hit and a
19 hits.
Great. And good. 27 to hit. Great.
Both hit.
So rolling damage for both. 7 points magical piercing. So far 17 magical piercing, plus another, here's the fire damage. Plus 6 fire damage. So altogether 23 for 23 points.
All right, you watch as these flames, it shrieks and it shudders and it just stops spinning and dissipates. And some flurries
Nice.
land on the ground.
Okay.
Very nice.
More behind. I turn and behold, I can hear them, I suppose. Can I see them too?
Yeah, so they're up on a raised area. You can see them.
Okay. I'm going to, let me see. I'm gonna drop prone and crawl my ass over to behind cover right here.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's my turn.
All right.
It'll be easier to headshot.
Casimir. It's your turn.
Okay.
Casimir.
Let's-
Casimir.
All right, Casimir waiting for his internet. So first thing Casimir is going to do, kind of quickly work his wings out and try to see if he can fly up in the cold to get above the rest of the group.
Yeah, so you have about 30 feet of space from this part of the floor to the ceiling.
Yeah.
From the higher
so he
part, it's
should
about
be able
20
to-
feet. Yep.
Yeah, so he's going to go about 15 feet, so he's like halfway, so he has an angle without hitting his friends. Oh, I called them his friends.
Oh.
It's finally happened. And he's going to, ring his blade, and the magical incantation activates as he activates his blade song. Just as we're going to follow the pattern, just in case anything tries to hurt him. And because he's pretty far away, he's going to have to just fire a firebolt.
Okay, which one?
Going to go with the one that is blue.
Okay.
All right, so that is a dirty 19. So I
Good old
assume a
slutty
19 hits.
19. Got it.
Yeah, 19 to hit should hit,
That does
and
it.
that is the firebolt is 11 fire damage.
11 points of fire damage. All right, you watch as this firebolt comes zooming in and just punches a hole in the form of this creature that is just quickly reshapes. Anything else?
And he holds his ground. That's his turn.
All right. This one is going to go now.
Uh-oh.
It zips past Zulkifli. Stops right about
Ooh.
there.
No chance
Wow.
for an attack.
It is very fast.
Okay.
You don't have opportunity attack. It was above you by 10 feet.
Got it.
And it is going to make 2 slam attacks against Nazmir and Kydro. The ones that are currently in its form. So I don't know which one is which for you, Nazmir.
I've
First
been
attack?
marking the red one as my echo.
Okay.
Oh.
Kydro, that slam attack is going to be an 18 to hit.
That is on my AC.
All right, so that is going to do 16 points of cold damage.
Ooh.
As it slams into your chest and hits you against the wall, these ice crystals form across your chest, and you're just being whipped by this wind. It didn't use its whirlwind against you, but you're in it. You're like in a storm right now. And then it's going to swing to hit the Echo for a 17 to hit.
Okay, and that's my echo's AC. So it's
Alright.
destroyed the.
So 16 points of cold damage on Kydro.
Attacks your meter beat, right?
What? Yeah, it has to meet or beat. I don't know, 3 weeks is, well, how long was it for you? Like 3 weeks? Of no D&D?
Yep.
Yeah.
And also shoving my brain full of.
Okay, so with that, that will be its turn. The next one's gonna go.
Oh boy.
Cormac, you do get an opportunity attack
Hey,
with disadvantage
cool.
because you were prone when you landed on the ground.
That's fine. Okay. Gonna be a dirty 20.
That hits.
Wait.
Every time you guys say dirty 20, it's just gonna be a sexual skill check. Like, I'm a dirty 20 to open this lock. You open it with your nipple. Like,
We call it a dank 20.
Dirtiest 20.
Dank
The
20.
dankest of 20s.
That's gonna be 9 plus 5, so 14. And since non-magical, 7.
so you wouldn't get your sneak attack because because it's not engaged
so
when you got it. But 9 points of non-magical piercing damage. Yes, it does do that. Okay,
cool.
so 4.
Yeah.
Slam attack against Nazmir and Lady Guinevere. First one to Lady Guinevere, that is going to be an 18 to hit. Yo, Pulsla TV, thank you so much for that raid. We appreciate you.
Woo!
Hello.
Welcome everybody to the
Welcome
channel.
aboard.
We're in the middle of a combat. They're facing ice elementals.
Indeed.
Does that
We're
hit
facing
Guinevere?
what?
Sorry.
I'm going to. My turn's just about to come up. I'm going to cast Silvery Barbs and make it re-roll that 18.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
give myself advantage.
That will be a natural 1 for the reroll.
Okay.
So as it goes to swing at you, you cast your spell, redirects you to attack, and then just slams into the wall in front of you. Rock and ice shatters in your face, but you take no damage.
Nice.
Next slam attack against Nazmir. That is going to be a 25 to hit.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
Good spell. It's a good spell.
Yeah.
That is going to be a natural 20.
Okay, well, the 25 is the one you take. That's.
I know, but imagine
save
a
that
world, Nazmir, that is going to be that is going to be 17 points of cold damage that you take as this form slams into you and ice begins to spread across your chest painfully.
Cormac gets the advantage from that silvery barbs.
Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna need it.
All right. With that, that will be their turns. Cool. Next up is Cormac, who is prone.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
I am now standing.
You're standing. Congratulations. You do that.
I do that. I'm assuming the ice that's around me is actually like flat, but it's still like difficult terrain, I'm assuming.
Essentially.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna move anywhere anyway, so it doesn't matter. I just want to make sure I'm not accidentally firing into an ice wall. Okay, let's see here. For my first trick, I'm gonna expend a grit point using violent shot. Can't speak. Okay, and that's another 20.
20 will hit.
Sweet. So then 2 rolls of the damage. So is it sneak attack this time though?
Yes, it is engaged with your allies.
Okay, so the first one is 7 plus 3, so for 10, and the second bit of damage is for an additional 5.
Okay.
So 15 total of non-magical.
All right, so 7. Got it.
Yeah. And then bonus action, gonna use second wind to regain some health.
Cool. How much are you regaining?
7. And that'll be my turn.
Amazing. Guinevere, it's now your turn.
All right. How tall are these walls on either side of the ravine?
10 feet.
10 feet? All right. I'm going to open my turn with Misty Step. Just kind of slip behind a neighboring stalagmite and then appear behind another neighboring stalagmite up on top of the ravine on the other side of Casimir there. And then fire a firebolt at the ice elemental I'm assuming it's an ice elemental. I guess we all just assumed, or I did. That attacked me. And I'm giving myself advantage off of that silvery barbs. So 25 to hit.
That will hit.
Take. Oh, not great. 6 fire damage.
6 points of fire damage on the one marked blue or green.
On the one marked blue.
Okay.
And then I'm going to stay right where I am. No move action and my turn.
All right, Nazmir, it is your turn.
Okay. Oh, that hurt. So I'm going to do several things here. Bonus action, summon my echo behind the one I'm facing. Or you said they're not see-through.
They're not.
Let's see. That's right. Okay,
Not even
well,
Rudolph's bright ass nose can cut through these things.
okay, I'll just summon it next to me. Okay, I'm gonna do a chromatic orb spell originating from my echo.
Okay.
Just to double check my your interpretation on this. It says that when I use the attack action, I can make my... Oh, wait. Is that a bonus action? No, I can make my echo make one additional attack. It doesn't just have to be a melee attack, right? A spell counts as well?
So, as an attack roll, if there is an attack roll, it will be an attack.
Okay.
So, like, if you were to use Fireball, no.
Uh-huh.
But any spell with an attack roll.
Let's see. Okay, chromatic orb is an attack roll. It's going to be fire damage if it hits.
And this is a range spell at point blank, so that would be with disadvantage.
But I'm going to use my reaction for restore balance to remove disadvantage from my echo.
Point of order, yes.
Okay. Chromatic orb attack. Fire roll.
Natural 20.
Ooh, nice.
Beautiful.
Oh, cannot. It says undefined. 1 second.
That's just how high the number is. It's not a natural number.
Do you want me to roll 2?
Yes. Because 2 separate attacks. So that would be 16 times 2. That's 32 points of fire damage.
Yep. And I think
7. You need to make another attack roll for your echo.
yes. Actions. 16.
16 will hit.
Why is it doing this?
We have the technology.
Or 4 slashing damage.
4 points of non-magical slashing damage. Cool.
Cool. Yep.
Anything else for your turn?
Not this time.
All right, Kydro. You currently cannot see. You're in the middle of the sharing space with you. as this creature is allowed to do. It is your turn. Top of the round.
2 questions.
2 answers.
Would I be aware of the location of elemental blue?
No.
No. Okay. Second question. Am I able to move freely throughout the creature's space, or am I...
You are able to
Some
move
sort of-
freely, as it has not used its whirlwind ability against you.
Awesome. So Kydro is going to go ahead and channel his key. He's like, I don't want to be in here. So he's gonna go ahead and going to channel his key to use patient defense, or no, step of the wind, my bad, to disengage. And he's going to run out on the other side of this thing. And from this point, is he able to see elemental blue, or is it kind of like, you know, between the wall and him? It's just
I will say
completely...
that it's too far back for you to see.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
you wouldn't be able to know.
Okay, Kydra's going to get some more distance. Gaining a location where he can still see the elemental, but not really near it. And he's going to try to, aiming high, because this is a larger creature, as to not hit anybody behind him. He's going to attempt to spray him with a Breath of the Dragon. So I will need a dexterity saving throw for that.
Okay. Luke Gifley's like laying down right behind you.
Oh, sort of crouch down low. Yeah.
That will be a 18.
Oh, I think that saves. That is actually a really good save. That does save. So they will be taking half damage, fire damage. Also, does it look like any of this fire stuff is particularly effective, or is it just like...
It does normal damage.
Okay. Alright. Well, if it's doing damage, it's better than doing no damage. So yeah, that would be 1 fire damage.
1
For the
point
goddamn-
of fire damage.
Minimum rolls. Okay. Yeah, that will be the end of my turn.
All right. It
The
is now
equivalent of
Aspen's turn.
All right, I do request that you give Jaden control of my token.
Okay.
But and I also need a token for that flaming sphere, because the elemental that pulled up on us would have taken damage from that.
On its turn.
Yeah, it already had its turn, I believe. Yeah.
Mm.
Just the token wasn't there,
Is
so
is the sphere 5 feet?
I believe so. Yeah, it's 5 feet by 5 feet, right?
Yeah.
And it yeah, it was like above me, I believe. And yeah, so would it take the damage now? Would it make that dex save now, since it didn't on its turn?
Hold on, I'm just getting your Jaden perms.
All right,
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go and make the deck save now.
all right.
10.
10. Okay, so it takes the full 3d6 fire damage. 3d6, yeah.
Kydra, you should have access
Yeah.
to the tokens.
So, solid 11 points of fire damage from
Okay.
that. Okay, so my turn. I will, sorry. Just looking through my things real quick. I will actually, try and use... What is it? Chill Touch.
Okay.
So I need to roll to attack with that. Oh, for a nat 20.
Hey,
Okay.
you love to see it.
Absolutely.
All right. So do I just use the damage it gives me there? Do I roll another die?
Yep. So it'll be 30 points of necrotic damage.
30 points of necrotic damage. Yes.
Very
And
nice.
Has disadvantage on attack rolls against me until the end of my next turn.
Nice.
All right.
You can use a bonus action to that flaming sphere again.
Yep. And I will do that. So
another
it
dex
needs to make
save?
another dex save, I believe.
That will be a 9.
All right. 3d6 fire damage.
Mm.
3d6.
Tasty.
For 12 additional fire damage.
All
on top of
right.
that. And that'll be my turn.
Zulkifli.
Okay, so Kifli is gonna use half his movement to stand up, raise himself up on his knees, and he's gonna fire off 2 quick shots with the longbow again from this vantage point. Let's see, that is a great. That's a 25 to hit and a
Hits.
awesome, and 29 to hit. Awesome. Okay, cool. Rolling damage. 20 points of damage. That's 6 points of fire damage, and another 8. Did the first one 20 points? Did that kill it, or it's 8 followed up after that? If
It did not kill it. So 28
Okay.
total.
28 total. Yeah. I rolled low. I rolled high, and then I rolled low.
7 of which is fire, in case there's some kind of
It's looked
vulnerability.
better in its
here.
life.
Yeah, it's felt better before. Okay, so 2 shots. Boom, boom. And I'm just gonna move about 10 feet closer, and I'm gonna bellow at it in Orin. Ha! Come here. That's it.
Okay. Didn't know you spoke, Orin. Good to know.
I do. I know the language of but I don't know if it works or not. Who knows? Who knows what it speaks?
Casimir, it's your turn.
All right. So Casimir is going to see the creature still alive, and going to open up with a first level chromatic orb at Mr. Green, I believe.
Mr.
one
Green,
in-
Mr. Green, Mr. Green.
That's a dirty 20.
You essentially summoned the chromatic orb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a
3d8
burlesque
and
show.
fire. Okay, and that is 14 fire damage.
14 points of fire damage. It's still standing.
Action surge.
Yeah, fuck.
Second level chromatic orb. That is 23 to hit
That will hit.
on Mr. Blue.
Ooh. Shaking things up, I see.
Yeah,
Doing a little
please roll better than that. 48. That's only 13. I had some pretty bad rolls there, so.
All
Yeah,
right.
so it kind of, out of one hand fires one, and then a larger.
We'll just move on to the next turn. So it's gonna
We
be the
never know.
creature's
The
turn.
suspense is killing me.
Yeah. Great time for the good internets. Yeah,
so
so
the
he
one
fires
marked
2
green-
chromatic orbs.
It takes the chromatic orb attack again, right? Because it's the start of his turn, or is that how that works? I don't know how that one works. The orb of fire, whatever it is.
If it ends its turn within 5 feet of it, it takes the damage.
Cool. So it's gonna move.
Ooh.
So that thing you just said, forget all of it.
It's gonna
Take
fly
three,
up.
3 different opportunity attacks.
No.
If it thinks.
It's gonna fly up. 15 feet. Nazmir and Aspen, you get an opportunity. Well, actually, Nazmir, use
I
this
use my
reaction. Aspen, if you want to take your reaction, you can to do an opportunity attack.
Yeah, I will actually use my reaction for it to make a con save.
Con save.
Yes, sir.
Ooh. What are you doing?
17.
17.
17.
38.
All right. Yeah, that succeeds.
Okay. Doesn't take any damage.
I believe nothing happens.
2 slam attacks against Casimir.
Asmir. Oh, crap.
That will be a natural 20.
Silvery barbs.
Yeah, that's what that's for.
That will be an 18.
18 hits. But it's not a natural 20.
No, it's not. And these things hit hard. 16 points of cold damage.
Oh yeah, that hurts. And yeah, give Cormac advantage.
Oh wait, I completely forgot about advantage last time.
Oh, did you not use it yet?
I
You
forget.
have advantage again.
Well, it didn't
Well,
matter.
you don't
'cause
lose
the-
it. You get to choose whenever you use it.
Okay,
I'll
well,
give it to someone else then, because he still has the inspiration from that.
Yeah.
I'll give it to Nazmir.
Next attack is going to be a 16 to hit, Casimir.
Yeah, it still hits.
Cool.
Stacey's turn.
That will be 18 points of cold damage.
Still standing.
So, seeing that you just hit it with 2 balls of fire, it doesn't necessarily like the fire. It
Goodness gracious.
zips up past you. Aspen releasing his spores, trying to do some sort of damage to it, which it shakes off and just with one punch gets you right into the stomach. The other one gets you right into the face as you're like hunched over, and you know your skin turns a little bit black from the cold, and it starts to become a little bit dead as you get frostbite. That will be its turn.
Casimir, it's coming for me. You have to stop it. Do something. Why aren't you doing
The
anything?
one marked green is going to go here, like down the side. It's going to make 2 slam attacks against Nazmir. 19.
Okay, that hits.
13 points of cold damage. 21 to hit.
Okay.
Nine points of cold damage, so a total of 22 points of cold damage.
Okay.
Hey, that's 2 hits. That's not bad.
That's cold.
And Orin, he says, I just gave you the cold shoulder. Ew. Okay, so Cormac, it is your turn.
Sweet. Okay. Let's see here. So green is down and blue is up, or is
They're
it the
both.
opposite?
They're the one that is marked green is floating 15 feet in the air. The one marked blue is on the ground, 10 feet
Okay.
below you.
Okay. So from where I'm standing, I'm necessarily probably couldn't see blue.
Right.
Okay. So, but I can definitely see green.
If you move 1 square forward, I'll say you have line of sight,
Okay. Cool.
which is 10 feet of your movement.
All right. Cool. Wait. What if I move to this space right here?
Then you wouldn't
The one
see it because that's further
Okay.
away from it.
Great. Okay. Yeah. I'll move forward 1.
So if I move forward, I'll be able to see it. But what if I move back?
It's not. It's still forward to in conjunction to me.
It's forward in a
You
different
didn't say
direction.
you didn't say forward in which direction.
In relation to the elemental that you're trying to see.
You gotta move toward it to see it better.
Listen,
Yeah,
near.
yeah. Okay.
Far.
Wherever you are. Anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and expend another grit point again. Gonna do violent shot again.
Violet shot. He fires
Violet
flowers.
shot. Yes. So that's gonna be, and I will use my advantage this time. So it's gonna be a 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
All right. Rolling damage. Go away. So
Which one are you
first
targeting?
hit. Green.
Well, yeah.
The one that's in the air.
Cool.
Okay, so first bit of damage is 11 total. Second bit of damage is 5.
With
So
a
it's-
second shot, something.
No,
with-
it's still just one shot.
Oh,
It just
well,
does double damage.
It's dead.
Hey, let's go.
Nice.
Even only doing 8 points of damage?
Yeah, it was
All
very
right,
low.
bet. All right, cool. So if I were to move right
If I
here,
were a
would I be able to? If I move in conjunction to the blue one, move toward it, would I be able to look down and see it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna expend another 10 feet of movement and move right here. Gonna use, and for my bonus action, gonna do action surge. Take an additional action.
We have too many fighters on this goddamn team.
Yeah.
We do.
And then
But no healers.
you know
I mean, no
what?
clerics.
I'm gonna take a chance here, and I'm gonna expend my last grit point for another violent shot. Let's see here. Oh, that's a 12.
That does not hit.
Damn it!
With
Why
a
did I
click,
waste
you
my?
just get a, and the gun does not fire.
Well, I mean, technically, it still fires. I just missed. It's not a
Forget to
misfire.
put gunpowder in there.
There's such thing as a
I can
misfire.
flavor it however I want.
All right. Well, that's gonna be my turn.
I tell the story.
This is my campaign. Mine.
Anything else for your turn?
No, I think that'll do.
For
I
some
think I've
reason,
done my
5 more elemental spot, kill Cormac, and then disappear.
Rocks fall.
Again.
A meteor crashes through the mountain and just hits Cormac. Guinevere, it's your turn.
So weird. This has happened many times before for me. Okay, Casimir, you were pretty beat up after the whole falling down the entire mountain, right? Do you have any hit dice left? No. Okay. Nazmir also went down. No, Nazmir never went down. He was doing fine.
Just got smacked twice.
Right. Well, yeah, you're almost dead. Okay. Well, I don't care about that. I just want to make this guy dead, so I'm just going to cast a firebolt at the ice elemental.
Fireball.
Firebolt. No, I do not cast fireball. They're always saying, "Oh, wizard, she can cast 3rd level spells. She must be able to cast fireball." No. This is not true. Not all wizards.
Overrated.
There are better spells than fireball. For example, firebolt. I cast it 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Okay. Take 4 fire damage. That's 2d20. Doing 4 fire damage.
Lady Guinevere, how do you want to do this?
Hey.
Just
Whoa.
angry, just so furious that Casimir's not pulling his weight. He's supposed to be protecting me. That's why I came up here, and all he's doing is getting slammed fist over fist over fist with cold. So, yeah, launch a firebolt right into it, and it just melts from the middle. Big pool of
So
water.
it said, so it is done.
Yeah.
And with that, initiative will end. And that's where we're going to take our mid-session break.
Not cool, man. You stole my kill.
Well, if you didn't miss,
Your stats.
Count it.
Well,
Put it on the board.
put it on the board.
so everyone,
1%.
thank you so much for tuning in this so far. We're going to take our shorter mid-session break than we typically do, about 10 minutes. And we will be back because we kind of bled over into our time. So 10 minutes, everyone. And we will be back with our continued campaign. And, you know, come check us out on Discord and do stuff with us. If you're watching the stream, you're earning points to redeem for rewards like dice sets or merch or stuff in our Minecraft server, eventually stuff in our Arkan Valheim servers. It's a good time, you know. It's a good time. If you missed some of this session,
also feel free to watch us on YouTube and then catch us on any of the podcast networks because we're there. We're a podcast too, as many of you already know. For those of you in the listening audience, earlier Jeremiah threw a thing in a window, and then Kydro seemed to catch it in another window. It was mind-bending. It was incredible, and you missed it. Come see us in the visual mediums, or come join us Discord. We do stuff.
thank
Am
you so
I on
much.
a podcast?
So everyone, we will see you very soon as we continue on the story in about 10 minutes. BRB, and welcome back, everyone. So we all got our snacks. We're all refreshed. New drinks. You just defeated 3 ice elementals.
Is that what they were? They were amazing.
They're just air elementals that do ice damage instead of, or cold damage instead of bludgeoning.
Chill
That's all.
elementals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay, somebody help me down off of here. Okay, I can only do that teleport thing so many times in a day. I'm not doing it again. Somebody help me down. You, so kill.
He starts climbing.
Casimir watches her and uses second wind and does nothing to help.
Okay, so I'm gonna just scale the walls, just carefully, slowly, just slipping along the ice. Make my way up.
I think when you reach the top, Guinevere, I think I just expect to be picked up, like, yeah, carry me down in your arms, like you would.
So I get to the top. So Griffly gets to the top of the ledge. Looks around. Picks out some rope. Starts leading it down, and then gestures for Gwen. Okay.
What, on the rope?
Yeah.
Down the wall?
Yeah.
This I do not do. I do not climb down the ropes. I'm sorry, you're just going to have to carry me. There is no other way around it.
Your arm, leg broken.
I'm not sure. I think maybe. This was a lot of things happened very quickly.
Or you just leave it behind.
Who said that?
Casimir's like 5 feet away from you, just flying there, arms crossed.
Oh, are you? No, Zukifli's going to help me. It's all we're fine. Everything's fine. He's helping me.
I'm just watching the show.
All right. Well, I think I'm not gonna hold it out. I'm gonna start to scale down in my dress and my hat and my.
And I'll hold up the rope. Just. Okay. This one. I'll just sort of gesture. Just this hold. Okay. Hold.
Yeah. And.
Right.
And by the way, like, we're only 10 feet up, and Gwen is 7 feet tall. So, I mean, she's an elf. So it's like, it's like somebody panicking about treading water on the deep end of the pool, and they can just stand up at the bottom of the pool.
that's me.
Oh.
I never get to enjoy pools because they're always like 4 feet as their deepest part. I'm 6'3". It's not fun.
So Griffly just leaps down. Just.
No.
Casimir unties the rope for him. Tosses it down.
Okay. So looking up at Gwen. So you join them? You are looking for something?
Yes, they came. I'm sorry, I never introduced myself. My name is Lady Guinevere Belladonna Tisiphone von Gertrude von Kerkhoff, of the House von Kerkhoff. And I am the court wizard of Stagreach, and have been for a few months now. The Seekers, they call themselves, they came to me, looking for a flower that they want to. It will cure the moon curse on some noble woman over in Summermorn. And it was at the top of the mountain near a temple to Nima, goddess of the waning moon. However, we were climbing up there and we fell down here, and then we met you. Who you already know them, so very, very good coincidence this is. And then we fight the ice elementals, and then I was up on top of the ravine, and you held me down, and you asked me about where I come from, and I told you who I was, and how I got here. And this is all the things that have happened since I met the group.
Quite literally, all of the things. Are you okay? Is there
I'm sorry. I feel like she's like looking at Zukifli. She's pale white, like absolutely out, like a porcelain doll. She's alabaster. You get the impression that she might, if she was capable of blushing, if there was any, like, if blood was able to rush to her skin at all, that it might be in the situation. But she's looking at Zukifli and saying, "Yes, I feel like I feel like I've said too much."
He leans forward. He leans close. Takes a sniff. stares at her, getting her scent. Why you smell like dead person?
Oh, it's I am wizard. I have a pouch full of components for spells and many different smells they have. I normally I leave it behind. I do not smell like this, but this is venturing day, so I thought I'd take it with me. Anyway, I'm going to cast Prestidigitation and make myself smell like lilacs instead.
Ah,
For just a moment.
okay. Hey, if you are vampire, you
Oh no,
can
no.
say or no.
Yeah, I have some uncles and some aunts who are vampires, but me, no, I am not a vampire. No, this is
Okay, and then he's gonna put away his crest, which he had surreptitiously drawn, and then
okay.
slide it back.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that you will not attempt to kill me. I do not want to see what happens if we come to blows.
Yeah. Also, don't want. Okay, but I'll turn to look to the group. I'm sorry. Look to Aspen. I'm sorry. Sorry for what happened.
I don't blame you.
Why not? You should.
I blame that thing for manipulating you in a way that would cause you to react as such.
I'm sorry I ran away. So I follow. Come back. I'm fine, Nazmir. I think maybe you are safe, but now I find Astra also is gone. I'm sorry. I should have stayed, been there. Well, maybe we find her now.
We will.
Hey, Cormac, I feel like I am missing some very important context here. What was that? He ran away? What?
I'm sorry. Who are we talking about? Sorry, I spaced out for a minute.
That's
Who are
okay.
talking about?
We were in the middle of a fight. Oh, Zulkifli was saying something about running away, and Aspen saying, "I forgive you. You tried to kill me, but now it's all better."
Oh, right. I don't know. I guess Zulkifli had his own thing he needed to take care of, I guess.
Demons inside.
I
yes.
never. 1 minute he was there, the next he was gone. I didn't really notice when he actually left. So
Okay.
your guess is as good as mine.
He has demons deep down inside of him. I understand this. Yes.
Interesting. Cormac, you don't seem terribly invested in the things happening around you sometimes, huh?
All I know is it's cold, and I want to get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Okay.
Good idea.
This elemental, you say, they are something makes them. Someone maybe makes them, put them here. They are guardians, something like that.
It is hard to say if something makes them, but yes. One thing we know for certain, all of this ice that we are seeing all around us, this is not natural. This is magical in nature. It is very likely to assume that the ice around us and the ice elementals that we encountered are related. How? Cannot say. Not enough data. But yes, we carry on. We look for Astra.
Yeah.
Maybe we
Is
find the answers to this also.
Maybe.
Is it getting any warmer now that they're gone, or is it the same?
Feels the same.
I'm gonna sniff the air for Astra's scent, if I may.
Make a perception check with advantage because it is based on scent.
Thank you. That is a 22.
Not picking up
22.
anything in the immediate area.
Hmm. Okay. No smell. But, okay. Pick up. Start leading the group down the passageway further on. Stepping over the remains of the elementals. Crunch, crunch.
Yeah. So, which are just, you know, where the looks like how the ground would look after a hailstorm, just little bits of ice.
May I pick up my arrows on the way?
You may.
Okay.
And I think as this happens, Merlin flies down and lands on Gwyn's hat, and oh, Merlin, just in time to miss all of the combat
He has
and be very
one
far away from
single
danger.
icicle hanging off of his beak, just a very tip.
Okay. Yes, you were cold too. Stop whining. He's not whining. He's not doing anything.
His beak is frozen
No
shut.
patience. This is what you get for summoning familiars from the depths of hell. Very upset when they when it gets a little bit cold and wet.
This raven is dead. It is no more.
No, it is there.
Okay.
He looks offended at that statement. So as you
No
press
more.
forward, there
Never mind.
are moments where this passageway gets very tight and you have to like kind of turn to your sides and shimmy your way on through. And as you move forward, eventually you get to this part of the pathway where it opens up into another circular room. You've come across footprints of Nims and places where it looks like the snow was disturbed by winds, which you guess to be more ice elementals. But now this seems to be a circular room where there is stalagmites and stalactites from the floors and the ceilings. There are patches of ice. In the far side of this room is a table that seems to be carved of stone, which laying across it there is a jagged blade, just faintly glowing with this pale light.
I want to touch it.
This
Do it,
room
touch it.
is about 150 feet across, just about. And Guinevere, as you're looking around this room, since you have the best dark vision, in the far corner are just rocks. There's also a pit where it seems like this cave has an opening and you can fall down. And you're all standing in this way, this passageway that's about 5-10 feet across at points.
Okay. Don't go over. There's a cliff. You'll fall down if you go over there. None of you can see in this dark, right? Yes.
I can.
You were all-
I can see a little bit.
I am always I am forgetting about you sun daywalking folk. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Zulkifli's eyes glint faintly in the dimness.
Yes, you can see. I think we approached this altar, and somebody volunteered to touch it. I heard that, so you know.
I'll look at Cormac, wait for him to fidget.
Just hand is trembling. Just.
How big is it?
What? Sir, I have just met you.
Very forward this party is.
Oh, shit.
It was a door.
It was the door.
The dagger
Do
is in
we
the middle
see
of
the door
circle.
shut?
The passageway behind you as you've entered this room is now closed.
Yep.
Okay.
Fucking rogue, and I didn't check for traps.
No, you didn't. You
Yeah,
have
I
yet to
know.
do that this
Crazy.
entire campaign.
I know. I don't
You have you have
actually,
you
I
have
don't
literally yeah,
I
one
don't
job.
actually think I can do that.
I'll approach the. I'm gonna approach the dagger in the middle of the room. If no one else does, I approach it.
Wait, you said you were what and you didn't check for traps?
This
What was that, GM?
chamber. A voice echoes around.
I'm sorry?
You are not ones that I recognize. The Nims that have settled here.
No.
So,
We,
tell me, who are you?
We're trying to find our way out. We fell down here.
We are finding a friend. She is lost here, and we are finding a flower for helping someone.
Zulkifli, being in the front of the pack, you feel a gust of air that's cold and wet. And right in front of you, shimmering into view, starting with the snout and moving back, is a large, scaled head. As the form continues to speak, it shows long, pearl white teeth and two bright blue eyes with long slits curling back as spines down the neck are stone-like. Its scales gray in color, standing on four legs, the long tail and long, large wings protruding from both sides of its body.
Could there be a dragon in this dungeon?
And Guinevere, at this point, you look over into the corner and you see large piles of chests and gold.
Whoa.
And things suddenly start connecting in your mind.
We are nobody and we are leaving actually. So very sorry to disturb you. Mr. Grey Dragon, sir, or Mrs. I do not know. Do not care to find out. Yes. He's a dragon. He's a dragon, everybody. He's a dragon.
Oh, fuck.
We're in the
As you
war.
say this, a tail curves around behind all of you and slams down into the ground, cutting off your path. We are not done talking yet. It speaks as it raises its head. You hear the sound of iron dragging across this icy ground. As you notice, as it raises its head, there is a very large collar around its neck.
Oh, you poor thing. What is this? Indicating her own neck. Who is doing this to you?
I have been down here for years beyond my count. Those who have settled here worship me and bring me treasures.
Hmm?
Why do you come here? How do you find your way to this place?
By accident.
We
The-
fell down a lot of stairs.
Mountain caught us by surprise.
Hmm.
You are a prisoner?
I am.
All of this ice, this is you are making this?
It does.
We are finding our friend. Do you know where she is?
She's like him. Points to Astra.
These pupils narrow as this dragon looks at Aspen, her face coming closer to him. That's a puff of frosty air kind of blowing your hair back, and you have to kind of hold on to your hat. I have not seen one of your kind recently.
You have seen us before?
Firbolgs, yes.
Have you seen my sister? No, sorry. So,
Not too
there's
many
been no
venture
sign.
to the mountains.
I'm gonna slap my chest, my fist, and bow. Zulkifli Adiputra bin Mahmud Jamaluddin. And in Draconic, I'll say, we are well met, friend of the scale. We are seeking only passage outwards. If your freedom is the price of your assistance, we may be able to oblige.
What do you seek in the mountain?
I think of the words, and in Draconic I reply, a flower. It blossoms only by the light of a certain moon. Describe it. It's blue flower, correct?
I'm gonna. The question was posed in common, or is this whole conversation happening in common? Okay. As Zulkifli responds, I'll reach into my bag and I'll pull out the book from my study and flip to the page showing the flower and its description.
I see.
But friend of the scale, more valuable than even the flower to us is the knowledge of where our lost friend may be. And your servants may well be in the best position to find her and assure her safety. For these are their homes. These tunnels, these warrens are their home.
She looks at you. I know where this flower grows. I do not know where your friend is. Unfortunately, the one who keeps the blossom is the same one who put me in these chains.
Oh.
A priestess long corrupted in the mind, creating the storm that endlessly flows around this mountain.
You poor thing. This will not do.
In common, or if she put this thing in your neck, she's powerful, magic. How can we help? We are so small.
The blade. She gestures over to the table.
I'm gonna mage hand pick up that blade.
It is part of the cruel treatment. I must look at the tool that can free me, but myself and None of those who have come to worship me of the Nims may wield it. The fires of the blade will easily melt these chains.
Fire.
Free me. I will clear the way out and bring you to the top of the mountain to gather your flower.
I'm gonna pull this blade towards me with Mage Hand, and without conferring with anybody in the party, without even looking at them, I'm just gonna take it in my hand, holding it, allowing the curse to flow over me.
No curse.
Yeah, I had attuned to it. And then I'm going to approach the dragon.
However, as you grab the hilt of the blade,
Yes.
it glows red hot, burning your skin. Whatever.
Okay. I assume I drop it in, I react and drop it.
You're gonna take 4 points of fire damage since you dropped it.
I shout some curse in Elvish.
I see. Great.
Perhaps, not that I wish harm on you, Zolkifli, but somebody who's more accustomed to flames.
Mesmer picks it up.
Right. That one.
Upon picking it up, it also glows red hot
Yeah.
in your hands. And you're going to take 6 points, halved, 3 of fire damage. You drop it?
No. He holds on to it
Okay.
and walks to the chains, trying to swing it
That
as
is gonna
quickly as he
be
can.
An additional, after your resistance, 3 points of fire damage again.
His arm is becoming charred. You can see the skin, which was frostbitten, is now bubbling.
Okay.
This is a real roller coaster for your arm today, huh?
Are you swinging the blade at the chain?
Yeah, absolutely.
With a fell swoop, you swing the blade down, and immediately the entire chain turns red and melts away. The dragon lifts her head high and shakes with the newfound freedom. What is your name?
I am the Reaver.
She'll go over. She'll pick up a chest and she'll set it down. Inside this chest is a very large amount of gold and jewels.
Not a bad deal. Set loose one ancient white dragon in exchange for untold wealth.
Is the blade still burning, by the way?
It is. Did
Yeah.
you drop it?
He has not dropped it yet.
All right, we're gonna take some more damage here. That's gonna be another 4 points after the half, so 4.
Yeah. And this time he's gonna stab it down into the ground instead of dropping it. And I will mark the damage once D&D Beyond reloads for me.
She lifts her head and lets out a very strong roar. The cave around you reverberates. The ceiling above begins to crack and split open, growing wider, showing eventually a very dark sky above.
Okay.
You have done me a great service. Thank you.
And now you will help.
As promised. She lowers herself.
Has anyone tried to get the gold?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, is there anything else that we can grab before we hop on?
Well, you want to try to plunder the dragon's hoard while it's
While the
sitting right
dragon
there?
is still
Well,
dragoning.
I also feel like the dragon's not gonna stay around for long enough to care.
I mean,
Fine, I ask her. Fine, I'm going to ask her. Look, I'm gonna be blunt with you here. We're we could use, well, I know you just gave him a reward, but the rest of us could probably, line our pockets a little more as well.
Before you answer,
take a step back.
Madam Dragon, I just want to make it very clear. I'm not part of this adventuring party. I just joined up this morning to help them find the flower. Completely independent, free agent, willing to join up with whatever side does not get me frozen into a block of eternal ice.
I would take your
Yes,
8
ass.
of gold.
No.
All right, fair enough.
You
If you
leave. But before we do, what are your names?
Oh, very rude. I am Lady Gwynnifer Belladonna Tisiphone von Gertrude von Kerkhoff of the House von Kerkhoff. And
My name is. Sorry.
That was it. That was the whole introduction.
My name is Kydro Wormfist, and I study under the Way of the Dragon. Maybe you're familiar with it.
Hmm. Interesting. Oh, one has been selected in the ways of my kind. She'll look over to Cormac. And you, one who so boldly asked.
I mean, doesn't
She lets out a snort from air from her nostrils as she's right in front of you. The tips of your hair and your ears just get covered in ice.
Yeah, I guess I deserve that. Cormac McDwyer.
She'll ask you
Please do.
Draconic to Zulkifli.
Zulkifli Adiputra bin Mahmud Jamaluddin. Zulkifli.
Nasmir?
That
Do you know my name?
No, that's me, the saying it.
I am Nazmir Kortsai, your lady. My lady.
That name
Fine.
tag is coming in very handy.
How,
what
You,
how may we
is your-
address you?
my name. Oh, I go by many. But the last time I was written in your history books, I was called Zaltor.
That name ring a bell?
Is that, does that sound familiar?
That's the name of the mountain, actually.
That's the
Ziltor's
name of
Eye.
the lake.
Oh.
Ah, my bad. There's a lake surrounded by a mountain range. Ziltor's Eye.
Right. Let me bring up my map. Yeah.
Aspen.
Do you still wish to go to the top of the mountain?
By your leave, yes. Are you offering a ride on your back? Is that the position you have assumed? I'm
Or
not
else are you
familiar with.
going to ascend.
Okay.
I ask one thing first. You ask your servants. You tell them that if they find our friend, she must be unharmed. She is safe.
However, my patience grows thin.
Okay.
You have done me a service. I shall return the service you have done to me. Do you wish to ascend the mountain? Or
I
not?
climb onto her back.
Mhm.
Climb onto her back.
Casimir holds on with one arm.
Ooh.
The other hand isn't moving.
Badger's gonna climb on over.
Has anyone grabbed the treasure?
Nobody has.
I feel like she
No.
offered it to you, sir.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
pick it
yeah.
up.
You just gonna leave this Casimir?
Mm.
You
I
all
think-
do have bags of holding that you could just split it into,
Mhm.
and then I could give you
oh.
like a total amount later.
Yeah.
Cool.
Casimir looks in no condition to pick up the chest.
It is a large chest. This,
Right.
this is probably a couple 100 pounds because it is gemstones and gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh well, if you'll allow it, I would just help Casimir's treasure into my bag of holding, and we'll
Mhm.
discuss it later.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
Okay.
As you all climb onto the back of this dragon, Guinevere, can I get a nature check, by the way?
You
I
can.
feel like you would be the one that would have read.
We've done
Well,
bad
I mean,
things.
I've been here for months. So
See,
21.
This is, reading back, this is a very rare type of dragon. Many
Okay.
would mistake it initially for a white dragon, which is a dragon that has the breath of ice. However, looking at the color of the scales, which are gray and stone-like, the spine going down the back, the elongation of the nostril, and just the overall shape, this is a dragon that is often known as a lunar dragon.
Okay.
Cool.
What do I know about lunar dragons? Tell me more, Dungeon Master. Shower me with your lore.
Typically, these dragons are present beyond this atmosphere. That's all that's
They
really known.
extend.
The only thing really known about them are the ones that have come to this continent, and not much else is known. But they have the power to turn corporeal, or partially corporeal rather, or their breath is that of frost or ice,
Right.
and typically they're inherently evil.
Okay. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah,
We can
that's
hang.
fine.
We can hang.
When you say that they're not from this this atmosphere, their existence extends into other planes.
Into the astral sea.
Okay.
They typically find large rocks and within the astral sea to make their layers.
Right. The layer would be, in this case, the literal mountain range that we're in, surrounding the river and lake that is named after this creature.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Planet.
Okay. I think I'm riding on the back of this dragon, holding on to it for dear life, as it flies, and I'm going to say to it, so you have been here very long in the prime material, yes? How is it that you are come to be captured by so base a creature as a goddess of the moon? Not a goddess of the moon, a priestess of the goddess of the moon, not even a goddess.
It is a long story, but she had help.
I see. From who does she have help? Who is your enemy?
With that, she's going to take 3 large steps and take off up into the air, beating the wings. All of you, I need a strength save.
I die instantly.
Okay. Yeah.
16.
15.
9.
Is there some way that I can convince my tiny raven familiar to give me the health action?
Sure.
I reach back and I grab onto Gwen's hands as I watch her like listen. Just grab her.
Yeah, that was with advantage. That was a 6.
Yeah. So as some of the party begins to slip off the back of this creature, Nazmir will grab
Hey,
Hydro
or is it?
and
I rolled a 4.
Zulkifli will grab Guinevere and Cormac will grab Aspen.
And Gwen
Casmir's gone.
and Guinevere gets pulled in extremely close.
What'd you
Yeah,
get,
like this.
Casimir?
A 9.
You fly.
Yeah, he flies.
Face falling. Ah! Oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
Why did I do this before?
Well, I mean, he was holding on with only one arm anyway, so the chances of him actually being able to hold on were pretty slim.
Yeah.
We'll see you in an hour.
As you fly up into the air into a very dark storm that is still circling this mountain, Zelator lets out a large roar, which immediately dispels the storm.
Is conversation still possible at these speeds though?
No.
Okay.
Within minutes, you find yourselves to near the summit of the mountain, taking just a few moments to circle around it, and you see a very large but dilapidated marble temple at the top. Zelator will then dive down several hundred feet towards a place where she can land along the side of the mountain and let you all off. Your guys' stomach gets lifted up. It feels very light as she takes this 90-degree dive down, descending at about 70 miles per hour. And then swoops down onto the side.
I'm very much at the mercy of whatever Zulkifli's doing. I mean, if I let go, I'm gonna fall. So
I'm just holding her tight against the scales, unless we're dismounting. Her hair is just sort of flapping in my face.
and it's really like it's really nice hair.
A lot of
Probably
dark-
smells
yeah.
like gas. Like it probably smells like like spell reagents. But yeah,
Yeah.
she brushes in.
I do not imagine that you'll be received well considering my entrance, but I wish you all the best of luck.
Wait, before you go, there's so much more I want to know. I've never met the lunar dragon before. Before I continue, Dungeon Master, in this setting, is the astral sea known as the place, like the when you die, you're moving on to wherever you're going to end up? The astral sea is the place that you move through, or is it something else?
It's something else.
Okay.
Well, the astral sea, make a history check. And then I'll
history check?
because I did write this lore. It was one of the first things I wrote.
Given that we're discussing planar mechanics, can I talk you into an Arcana check?
Sure.
All right, good.
Could be both.
Crap. 14.
14. That will be enough. So,
All right, good.
there are many planes of existence that have been created by primordials, by celestials, by darker versions of the celestials, demons, devils, that sort of thing. Notable things that names have long been lost to history.
Okay.
During this creation, the astral sea was the connecting body of all of those.
Okay.
It is the space between planes, which are reachable places.
Okay. And it's yeah. Okay. Space between planes. And those the planes that we're discussing, they are like the elemental planes, some of the planes of the afterlife, whatever that might be in the setting.
It requires magic to reach the astral sea.
Okay. I'm calling out to this dragon, and I say, Zelator, wait, before you go, listen, you as a dragon, you are accustomed, I'm certain, even now, down in your prison, to cultists, to worshippers, yes?
I did.
I know that dragons are solitary creatures. The moon shines brightest when it is alone in the sky, when the sun is not blotting it out. I have no intention of outshining you, Zaeltor. But is there any room within your pantheon, not for a cultist or a worshipper or a priestess, but for I myself am stumbling on the word. I'm looking for a synonym, essentially like in the world of academia, you've got a supervisor, and then you've got the people underneath the supervisor.
Subordinate.
That's a subordinate. The language here is very, because Guinevere will not surrender any.
What about demigod? Is that
Not
Perhaps-
demigod. No, no. You gotta walk before you run.
I will tell you this, Guinevere.
Yes.
For what I have planned next, I may find use in someone with the skills that you possess. I recognize raw talent when I see it.
I have been court wizard in the neighboring city of Stagreach for a few months now. I studied under private tutors for decades until I began my Wormspringa. That lasted about a year of turning theory into practice, and now in Stagreach I turn practice back into theory. But I think, Zaeltor, it is time for me to return to practice, and I can think of no better field to expand into than into the study of the astral plane. If there is room for me somewhere in your design, then I am your willing servant. Ah, crap, I said the word servant. It's fine.
She'll take she'll have everybody else climb off of her back except for Guinevere. She'll look at the rest of the party. My last parting gift. She opens up her maw and releases a burst of silver and blue flames that envelop around all of you. You all are going to take 22 points of cold damage. With no save. There's a reason why.
Mhm.
Bear with me here. With the damage, something awakens inside of all of you. New strength is found. And mechanics wise, you're now level 6.
Hey,
Let's go.
As
Also,
Zaeldra
high
imparts some
percent
of her
conscious.
power onto you.
I'm also unconscious.
so no unconscious? Okay,
So
good.
today, still awakened if I'm did that power still awakened if
Yeah.
I'm asleep.
Yeah.
But it leaves you in a
I
weakened
missed it.
state as this was quite a traumatic experience.
So it
Wait,
doesn't
what?
drop us.
No, it is not. You'll if yeah. So with that, she'll take with no more words to exchange with Guinevere on her back. She'll leap up towards the sky, and as she flies to the horizon, Guinevere, did you have something before I?
Just one final, because I mean, I'm saying goodbye to prestige encounters, for now maybe. One final stamp. I know that you just took all this damage, but if you'll permit me to do something that, stop me if you don't like this. I'm going to cast Wither and Bloom. I'm going to cast it in such a way that it only gives a one hit die. But as a final thank you to all of you for, it has been exhilarating being in an adventuring party again, even for a few short hours, even if you did not really like me. But Wither and Bloom either for the person who needs it the most or just a hit die for everybody. And Wither and Bloom, when Guinevere casts it, I know Aspen's cast it before, and it's like, oh, it's like all these mushrooms bloom up, and it's nourishing. When Guinevere does it, it's not beautiful in any way. The plants die, and the life flows out of them and into you. And you get a few hit points. But it is very clear that something transactional has happened in the prime material. That's something that nothing was created, nothing was destroyed. She just killed something to give you a little bit of health. Farewell, Seekers. Perhaps we meet again someday.
You smell nice.
And with
I hope
that,
someday.
and with
I got nothing to snap on that. No, I'll leave it.
Zeldor takes off, and as she flies up into the horizon, past the two moons, Presna and Nima, a silver rift bursts into the sky, which she flies into, and with a flash, the rift, Zeldor, and Lady Guinevere are gone.
Oh, no, absolutely. I'll say my goodbyes later.
We don't catch an image of like Zaltor like biting in a single bite, just a snack for the road.
Just snaps Guinevere in half in the middle of the sky.
See you later.
I need more time.
Gets killed.
Go back to my own planet.
I have to leave. My people need me.
Joel's just standing in the snow, watching them depart, frowning. Where did you find her?
She's interesting.
What a woman.
Found her in Stag Reach, in a place of study.
That makes sense.
We were hoping.
Did you know? Good.
We were hoping for some guidance to help us find our destination.
He's close.
What did Zeltor do? That hurt. There was also kind of tingly.
That hurt a lot.
I don't feel so good. But I also feel pretty good. I don't know how to explain it. But what? Do we go in? This might get hairy. In fact, 1 second. I'll go ahead and take in a deep breath, and I'll get a second wind here.
Now, for anyone who is less than 22 health, are we like just at 1 health now? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
For the record, everyone, it is nighttime at this point. What time of night, you do not know.
We should find camp.
I need to rest. He puts his hand on Zilkifli's shoulder, and even after the cold, you can still feel the lingering heat of the burns.
Are you okay?
I'm alive.
I will note that after that transaction with all the dragon's breath and the empowering feeling, Aspen's cloud of spores looks a little bit more visible. So just this kind of like slight green-like particles kind of floating around him.
The mushroom is bigger.
What mushroom?
Yours one. Your mushroom. Bigger.
That's what she said.
Aspen takes off his hat and kind of looks at the mushrooms that are growing on his hat already. They look the same as they did earlier.
Oh.
No, I think I feel a bit faster, a bit stronger.
Do we see any obvious, do we see any rocky outcroppings somewhere that might make a good shelter at this time?
Well, the area that you're on now was large enough for Zaltor to land on, and
yeah,
she was an ancient dragon, so good that you didn't try to fight her. I did have a map just in case you tried. I'm like, okay, but she was an ancient dragon.
Yeah. Where there's wells were. Okay, so there's like a large rocky outcropping where we are now. Okay. I'm gonna kind of head to the edge of it, duck below it to see if there's enough space for us to kind of camp with shelter from the wind.
Yeah, I'll say that you're shielded from the elements.
Okay, I'll share everyone in. Start clearing a space for us to set up a camp, like a campfire. And I'm gonna just start spending some time doing that. I'm gonna start building a campfire. Is it icy up here?
No.
Okay.
How are the flowers? Did they level up?
I forgot about the flowers.
They're level 2 flowers now.
Oh, they're dead. They did not survive.
So you all hear, hello? It sounds like a lot's happened in the past couple hours and no one's talked about us or like thoughts, just think if we're okay.
They both have accessors now.
I was hoping they weren't okay.
I, for one, feel invigorated. I have more vibrato in my singing voice.
Yeah. Do they look different now?
Their stems seem to be stronger. Their petals more radiant. They have kind of a silvery glow to them now.
No.
So Aspen's gonna.
Beautiful.
He removed his hat so I can look at the mushrooms, and he reaches into the hat to look at Inkwell.
Inkwell just is like drooling more now. Ah. Ah.
Okay. I believe I may have to feed him more dirt now.
The young child needs food, that's for sure.
Yes.
Oh. What else do we need to do to finish the camp?
Find Estra.
Right.
Sitting down, kneeling by the fire. Did not find her. She's gone. We have no way, we cannot talk to her, cannot find her.
Who is the other sending stone? I have one.
I believe it was Astra.
Give me a second. Astra. Are you there? Can you hear me? We don't know where you went. We're trying to find you. Zulkifli is worried.
Yeah, we all are worried.
Yeah, 3 more words.
So is Aspen.
After a few moments, you hear, I am having tea with the priestess at the temple.
She's here.
She
Should
likes
be-
my blends.
Oh.
I found the right one for her.
That's not
Hurry
good.
up.
Guys, she's having tea
I
with
am-
the priestess.
Out, and that's when it cuts off.
Oh, she
She's
ran out of
out.
minutes.
I don't know what she meant at the end. But she's here. She's with the priestess.
She's here with the priestess, the corrupted one.
We don't know if she is corrupted.
It may not necessarily be the same one. The corrupted one that imprisoned the dragon was a long time ago.
Mm,
Granted, the dragon also said that the one here wouldn't like that she was free.
Maybe we should leave out the part where we freed them then.
It seems wise, yes.
Let's make up an alibi. What were we doing tonight?
Looking for a flower.
Looking for a
True.
flower.
Friend for our flowers.
You know, my ankles don't feel so bad anymore. Kydra's gonna look to his, once swollen, bruised ankle, which is now miraculously regenerated as he focuses his key to use quickened healing.
Wow.
I've got a good feeling my ankles are never gonna break again.
It's pretty spectacular.
Once they break, they're never the same.
Oh yeah.
It's just got a gallon of milk. Chugging milk.
Body can do miraculous things. It can create entire circulatory systems, regenerate your liver, but once you sprain an ankle, it's over. It's never the same.
Them monks, though.
You gotta just take a long rest. That's our problem. You need to sleep 8 hours after every injury.
A good night's rest and all our stab wounds and our.
Can you
Broken ankles.
you use the stone one more time? Tell Astra we wait till morning. We see her.
Is it more than one use a day?
It's one use a day.
I don't know that.
I can't do that right now. I'll have to tell her in the morning.
Okay. She is safe. Okay. We wait. One rest. One night. Okay. I'll get up. And I reach into my bag and I take out some meat, dried meat that I've got. A few apples. Toss some of the apples over to Aspen.
Thank you.
Hand out some rations to the rest of the group.
You bite straight through the core.
Oh. Did the seeds not bother you? I thought you're not supposed to eat those.
No, I can eat them.
Sit down next to Casimir. What is a river?
It's one of the names they gave me.
Who? Who gave you this name?
The others.
Others.
The soldiers I fought with.
This dragon is asked for your name. You say, I am the river. This is your name?
I am Casimir Grey to some and the Reaver to others. Casimir was a man. The Reaver was a bringer of vengeance.
Vengeance.
We can't ignore the names given to us, even if we don't love them. I suspect more people know that name than Casimir.
In Three Claw, some of my Some of my peers used to call me Lizard Boy, to be fair. Not a nickname I was very fond of.
I did earn it.
You kill many people. You find your vengeance?
Someday. But the vengeance isn't for me.
No. For someone you know. Someone you love.
At first. But sometimes others need someone who is ruthless enough to punish those who hurt them.
This is what you do. You find people who are hurt. You find vengeance for them.
When possible.
So you are a hero.
I don't think that's a fair word. I don't think anyone's really a hero.
No, maybe not.
I don't
Maybe.
take... Yeah.
Maybe we are same. Doing
Maybe.
the best we can.
Sometimes doing bad is the best you can do.
I think already we make a mistake. We let the dragon go. I think already this one will. It will come back. But done already.
Well, his choice of companions is somewhat disconcerting. Her choice. Lady Gwyn does only what serves herself.
Seem to be familiar with it.
No, just observation.
She proved that that was the case before you arrived.
I see.
Using innocent lives at her disposal.
I'm glad I wasn't here for that then.
It's a portent of the misfortune that came right after.
Well,
So carefully takes out his loot, starts plucking a somewhat mournful, slightly curious tune. A cold tune with a curious upturn, a sinister tune, some notes about it indicating a ulterior motive, and then finally a somewhat sad ending, a tune for Gwyn. Something pretty.
Beautiful and ugly.
I think it's been a long day, and a lot has happened.
Sleep. I watch for now. And I'll take first watch.
Are there like any like trees around us or anything, or is it just like an open field?
It's neither a field nor are there trees. You're at near the top of a very tall mountain.
Oh,
Just
I don't know why my brain was like, okay, we landed on the ground. No, we landed at the top of a fucking mountain.
deep
Okay.
cliff.
Sort of like one Charlie Brown tree, like hanging on to the
Yeah.
edge.
Is there any sort of plant life?
No. There's moss.
All right. Hmm. Ah. Never mind.
I can take second watch.
So is anybody taking watch with Zulkifli?
Like first watch.
All right, Zulkifli and Kydro, who's taking second watch with Nazmir.
Casimir will.
Casimir and Nazmir.
Nazcaz.
Yeah.
And Aspen will wake up early.
Okay, is anyone going to take third watch?
I'll take third watch.
All right. So, as you all begin to rest your heads from a very long day, four of you fell off of a cliffside into a chasm below where you found an icy layer containing an ancient lunar dragon, which is shocking in the least. Meeting up with two of your companions, mislocating one. And as you reflect on these days, Zulkifli and Kydro, it is your watch.
So you said we're on top of a mountain, right?
Yes.
And this is a mountain within a mountain. This is a mountain within a mountain range, so I'm assuming there's plenty of other mountains around, right?
Yeah, so the view from the cliffside, it's a very long way down. But the view itself is quite beautiful. You're not above the clouds, as these mountains aren't that tall, but you can see the Zaltor Valley laid out before you, and very, very far in the distance, a small dot with just a few lights. You can see Stag Reach and the lake laid out before you. The view is beautiful.
My bad. Almost said Zulkifli. Kydro is going to go ahead and just sit down. His legs kind of sprawled out, arms sprawled out, looking, between the stars above and over, at the very, nice scenery laid before him. Hazel Kifley.
Yeah.
You're a bit of a traveler, aren't you? You see stuff like this a lot?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Mostly in down low in the forest. So sometimes.
Right.
You?
Never been on a mountain before.
Oh no.
No. Never see anything like this down in Vernaria.
Not in the temple, monastery, place where you study.
No. That wasn't very high up. Just within the city. It's a
First
pretty
time on the
humble
mountain.
place.
Is this also your first time meeting the dragon?
Oh yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, spent all my, training talking about them, theorizing about them, but to see one in front of me for the first time.
Never meet before.
No, never met a dragon. Pretty great.
Yeah. Powerful. Scary.
Terrifying, yes. To think something like that even exists. I'm glad I'm studying them in terms of, my fighting. Well, maybe one day I could be as strong as a dragon. Who knows? I mean, its roar alone split the mountain. It's incredible. Honestly. Hey, so how about Gwenover, huh?
Excuse me.
Different. Very different. Actually, maybe not. He has power, and so no need to think about other people. Only one person. Herself. But she was she was good to you, she says. She helped you, she follow you. So maybe not so bad.
Right? Maybe not very vocal or direct about it, but yes, she did accompany us here, and a large part of, what occurred here most likely would have been a lot more difficult without her influence, even if her ways were rough. But, I mean, I especially know that there are times when, there are situations where you have to look out for yourself and have questionable methods for achieving your own goals. I'm not really one for sympathy for myself, right?
No? Sympathy?
Not necessarily. When I saw her kill that horse, I was surprised. I think I understood where she was coming from. Didn't think she had it in her.
Cold, beautiful, far away. Maybe it's correct. She goes to the moon dragon. It looks up at the moon. I think we will see her again.
I think so. I mean, those dragons, they seem like they can travel very fast, so I would assume, as fast as she left us, probably come back just as fast. Should the time call for it.
I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna meditate for a moment. I'm gonna look up if there are any birds nearby. Do I see any birds?
Not in this moment.
I'm gonna wait for a creature, a bird, a squirrel, a mouse, something like that. Waiting, listening, smelling, focusing on my power, waiting for something like that to show up.
Yeah, so I will say after a few moments, you hear a bleat.
Oh.
And along the side of the mountain, standing on what it should not be able to stand on, is a ram with long horns curving backwards.
Put my head to the side. Okay. Does it look unsteady?
Nope, it's just climbing the side of a mountain as it's able to do.
Okay. Is it very far away?
Not too far. It's a little few feet below the edge there.
Okay, I'm gonna focus on the ram. I'm gonna wait till it's on a relatively flat plane. Like not mid-step up the mountain, but just if it's gonna get onto a kind of a flat area. Then I'm gonna reach out, focus on it, focus on its blood, visualize its blood moving through its body. And then I'm gonna squeeze my hand, and I want the ram to make a strength saving throw.
Sure.
DC 13.
That will be a 4.
The ram is now going to stop where it is, speed reduced to 0. It seizes up in place. And as it does so, I'm going to dart forward. And I'm just going to take my karambit, make a quick slash along one of my scars. It's going to be just a little quicker flicker of flame. I approach the ram. I make a very small incision just on its shoulder. And then I make another one, a curved sweep around it. A small mark. And then I smooth the fur down. And then as the spell passes, I give it a smack to let it go.
It does so.
And I focus on the brand that I gave it. Close my eyes, and I point my finger, and wherever my finger points, that's where it is. My finger follows it, and I know exactly the direction it's going, even when it's out of sight. And I come back to Kairo, sit down. Power. New power.
That was crazy. What you just did just now? That was wild. You didn't even have to do that. I was just sitting here, but like, that was pretty cool.
My grandfather teach me this long time ago, but I never could not do it till just now.
Must have been that dragon, you think, powering us. Maybe a new affinity for energy.
Maybe.
I have a question. DM question, sorry. Are there any, maybe platforms, maybe sort of path on the side of the mountain? There's like a bit of a drop anywhere?
Not in this case. I mean, there's the staircase carved into the side of the mountain, but no places for you to show off right now.
Okay. I see.
But it is time
Nice
to make
mountain.
the next watch.
Okay.
So Nazmir and Casimir.
I go over and shake them away.
An uneventful watch, I trust.
Yeah.
Mostly. Apart from the ram thing, but
Ram thing.
nothing concerning.
Never mind that. Okay.
Okay. Get some rest. Oh, quite a day.
I hope you found what you were looking for.
More questions.
Isn't that always the way?
Yes. But I still have hope. Honestly, I don't know what I would do otherwise.
I'm only somewhat aware of how you all gathered together. And not even really.
Well, most of them help defend a demonic attack back in back where I'm from. And I was not with them then, but I met them just in the administrative building when they came in to report on how they helped.
So you just happened together, as these things tend to be.
Yes, we were going the same way.
So is this a partnership of convenience or an actual group?
I think it was at first, but they remind me of some of my own children. And now well, it matters what happens to them. I'm worried about Astra, but I think we'll find him. I mean, she should be nearby, but I think that she's strong. And sometimes you need to trust those you care about to find their own way until you can find one another again.
You seem very curious. And hopefully I'll find out more. Right now, I think our paths are aligned, but I don't know if is there actual trust in this group.
Battle is an interesting thing. When you save each other from imminent danger and death, it creates a bond that is hard to replicate through regular social interaction.
I understand that. I was a soldier. I am a soldier, I suppose. I wonder how much adversity you're all going to face. The Froborgs seem decent,
I think so.
and some of us seem ruthless.
I do think about that sometimes. I try not to interfere too much. Though I disagree with some of their methods, I want to let them make their own choices.
Yeah.
Though, if they seek my wisdom or my advice, I'm happy to offer it. Not like I'm perfect either, but I've learned a few things.
I suspect we all have some darkness. Skeletons.
I don't think I knew what mine was until I lost my rose. We've been together so long, I'm not sure who I am without. But she was the stronger one, the smarter one.
You seem both strong and smart on your own, but just because you're separated doesn't mean that your companionship is ended.
No, I don't think so. I think of her often and think of the times we had together. And excuse me.
It was cold. I get the cough.
And I hope you don't think me forward, but are you all right? I've noticed a cynicism in your attitude. I would guess that life has perhaps not been very fair to you.
Where I come from, and from those places, looking the way I look, not even just a tiefling, but looking as I do is frowned upon. My mother was accused of infernal worship and killed. So, I don't trust many people.
I say I think I could understand. Perhaps not, but it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, all I want is for people to have a world that suffering like this doesn't need to happen. And cynicism is true because it was the powerful who punished my family. It was those who were more concerned with their own well-being that they murdered a family, killed their retainers. So, yeah, cynicism is...
So when you spoke of justice before, what's it for her?
justice for everyone. If we can manage it. Lofty goal.
Would be a safer place.
Yeah. Fortunately, you have to break some eggs to make a better world.
Maybe true. Well, I can't speak for everyone, but I would like to help you, however I am able.
Right now, all the help I need is ending the injustice that we found. Find this flower, save her daughter, and see that she is punished.
Yes.
She's not the only monster like that. Her daughter was cursed, but she is the real devil.
Right.
And with
Mother.
that, it'll be time to wake up the next watch.
Yeah.
It's lovely chatting with you.
Thank you.
Aspen. Cormac. Is it you? It was Cormac, right?
Cormac and
yeah.
Aspen.
Right.
Aspen already is waking up on his own, though.
Yeah.
Oh, an early rising.
Yeah.
Did you sleep all right?
I slept as I slept.
It may sound empty, but don't worry about your sister. We'll find her.
You know where she is. Just down there.
Is anyone going to wake Casimir?
Yeah, I guess he'll
Gonna wake who?
he'll wake up
Cormac,
Cormac.
maybe?
Yeah, Casimir will give Cormac a little nudge in the ribs.
Ah, all right, I'm up.
Sure. Yeah, it's your watch.
Hi.
Nothing to report.
Yeah,
So
you fought a dragon.
that way.
So Aspen wakes up and he immediately sits in the cross-legged position, wipes his eyes a little bit, and begins writing in his journal, and remains silent for a moment. But he looks over towards Cormac. Cormac,
Hi.
you are a man of very loud and creative language. But
Putting it nicely, I guess.
generally speaking, you tend to stay quiet about your business.
Well,
About,
I've always believed that a man's business is his own. And
of course.
if he feels like sharing, he'll share when the time is ready. Cormac at this point has kind of gotten up and he's kind of stretched, and he's gonna look toward Stag Reach, and he's gonna like lean himself up against a rock or something and just look down on the town.
What is it that you seek in Stag Reach?
Just some old family business, that's all.
The type of family that shoots you in the back with a weird stick.
We can't all have perfectly families now, can we?
I suppose not.
Cormac's gonna reach into his bag and pull out that piece of cloth with the guild logo on it, and just stare at it.
Cormac,
Hi.
do you only kill out of necessity?
Depends on what your definition of necessity is.
To get out of a bad situation, perhaps, if you have no other choice?
I guess you could say that. Mainly kill for survival.
I see. Like an animal in the woods.
You could say that.
I suppose that would, if you were to kill at all, that would be the best reason to do so. For self-preservation. Or the preservation of people you love.
Fortunately, in this world, self-preservation and survival can mean two totally different things.
I see. Have you ever felt the urge to do it out of disgust?
Just gonna stay quiet for a second and just... I wouldn't be part human if I hadn't, would I?
Would you?
I don't know yet. Haven't had a chance to really need to do that or anything yet.
I do not seek to kill ever, but things happen, and I can't help but to feel as if a person may deserve it, even though that's a horrid way of thinking. And not because they are a cruel, evil person.
Cormac's gonna kind of say it under his breath. Oh, I can definitely think of one man that deserves.
So we have that in common.
He's gonna kind of look back over his, look over his shoulder and look at Aspen and be like, "I can take you for the revenge type."
I'm usually not. And I don't want to be.
No one ever does.
But I can't help but feel an itch. Aspen, standing up, looks towards the woods where we obtained the vial of water from the pond.
Quite far away, but you can look in the general direction, yeah?
Yeah, in the general direction. I mean, I think I will find him one day. And he said we will meet again.
Well, and that's where you and I differ then. You've spoken with the man that you want to kill. I've never even met mine.
Interesting. As you are one that is good at keeping secrets, I'm saying this with confidence. I do not wish to know how my sister would react.
Your secret's safe with me.
Thank you. This one will return to his spot that he originally woke up and sit down and continue writing his journal.
Sure. And as the two sit there, the sun begins to rise, giving its red and golden light across the valley below. And as everybody wakes for the journey ahead, what happens next will be a story for another time. And with that, everyone, that will conclude tonight's session of Prestige Encounters. We will see you next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at twitch.tv/prestigegc. And don't forget, a week from tomorrow, it will be our holiday one-shot. Anybody who would like to join that can join. It is first come, first serve. It will be a streamed event. So if you're going to sign up, make sure you're okay with being on camera. But to join that, be sure to join our Discord at pgc.gg/discord. Of course, it is first come, first serve. Along with, if you've been watching the stream, don't forget that you have earned points during its entire duration across 4 hours of live time, which means you've earned those points. You can check those point totals at our Discord using the command %points space your Twitch username, and we will be able to get those values out to you. And it's great. It's all great. It's fantastic. I want to thank all of our role players tonight for being part of this session. It's great to have both Noah and Nate back. And thank you, Lady Guinevere, for being with us these past 2 weeks. Is absolutely fantastic. But that's all for me. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to Aspen, who is our Furbolg Druid, played by Jeremiah.
Thank you. It was a great session. I did enjoy that we didn't have to fight the dragon.
Yeah.
You all chose not to fight the dragon. Like, that was your choice.
Yeah, we did not. We would not have won that.
Absolutely not.
That would have been a very short combat. Yeah, I am super excited to keep playing. I can't wait to enter that temple, continue our quests that we were set on, reunite with Astra, and I'm glad to have the company of Zulkifli and Nazmir again for this session. And I'll thank Michael, who played Lady Guinevere, for bringing such a interesting guest character to our campaign. And with that, I'll pass it over to Noah, aka Zulkifli, our human blood hunter.
Hey everyone, it's good to be back. This is the longest I've gone in the last 3 weeks without a tiny human putting its fluids on me, and I kind of miss it. She's wonderful. You probably won't see her on camera until she consents to be. But in the meantime, I'm glad to be back. Really glad to play with everyone. So sorry I don't get to play more with Lady Guinevere. She is one of my favorite people to play with. But I'm sure it won't be the last time. So thank you so much for joining us, Michael. FYI, I think I've known Michael up here longer than I've known any of the rest of you, like since 2009, I believe. So yeah, so here we go.
In relation to it's Michael down there.
That's Michael right down there.
Not the DM Michael, the Michael Lady Guinevere Michael.
Yeah, not Proto.
Other way.
That's fine, we get it.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go.
This was
What year was that?
Definitely a pleasure.
So with
I'm glad I'm
19.
still alive. And I'll pass it over to Cormac, please. Yeah, take it away. Quinn.
Thank you so much, Noah. Yeah, it was a great session. I feel like me and Aspen definitely shared a moment there. Great session as always. Thank you to Michael, our DM, for an amazing story that he has written. Thank you to everyone in chat and all the raiders that we had tonight. And of course, special thank you to Michael, Lady Guinevere, for being an amazing guest on our show here. We hope you can return to us one day. So, but yeah. So thanks for everything. I'll pass it off to Jaden, who is Kydro, our elven monk, fighter, ranger. Damn it! Hey, everyone knows fighter is a better ranger anyway. So
True.
Spicy.
Great session, guys. Good one. A lot of nice interactions between everybody today. It's a lot of fun. I really like the setting this time. The icy cave is really fun. Getting to see that dragon is very cool, especially at a lower level. That is just like, all right. Do you want to reset the campaign? Here you go. Just go ahead. Punch.
Go ahead.
Everyone dies.
I'll lose everything, but then I won't have anything to lose.
Amazing. And I know like 8 people have said it by now, but Winover's great. It's a shame. It's a shame to see Guinevere go at this point. Definitely hoping for a return. Any scene is a normal scene until Guinevere steps in, and then it's just elevated to this whole new level of just hilarity, humor. It's great. So, very much hoping for that. Great session. I can't wait to see what everybody's capable of at this next level. I don't know why, but I just feel like this level for everybody has been kind of a big jump in strength. So I can't wait to see that. Next session's gonna be very hype. Next combat. It's gonna be fun. With that being said, I'm gonna pass it over to Nate, who plays as Nazmir, full sorcerer / fighter.
That's right. Thanks, everybody. It's good to be back. I definitely missed it while I was gone. Really enjoyed the session tonight. I'm glad that I got to be here. We got our guest here. That was fun. Lady Guinevere is, like they said, a really interesting and fun character. Right? And I can't think of anything else, so I'll pass it along to our tiefling fighter wizard.
All right. Thank you very much. It was nice for Casimir to have a conversation with Nazmir. And honestly, great session, really fun. Super glad to have Nate and Noah back tonight. That was a lot of fun. Very thankful to once again play with Lady Guinevere van Klukroff. The potential future BBEG. Not giving anyone any ideas. Sorry. And let me say, to our wonderful DM, the dragon reveal was just sensational. Just perfectly described the dread in my heart as you described every feature of this dragon. Was just perfect. And I'm very glad that we didn't do a voluntary TPK. As much as that would be fun. Next session, the Seekers.
Hey guys, who wants some new character art?
Jeremiah, you've got a busy weekend. But yeah, I'm gonna pass it off to Lady Guinevere herself, I suppose, for the final sign off for this session for her.
Friends, it has been a singular pleasure to play these last 2 sessions with you guys. I knew going into it that it would be very short and very sweet. Michael, a huge shout out to you. 8 hours is all I got with you, but I feel like I hit every single note that I wanted to hit with you guys, your characters, the character I brought, just the gameplay that I wanted to enjoy. Michael, that is in no small part due to your excellent dungeon mastery. And all of you, yes, Noah, Nate, is wonderful that I got a chance to play with you. Noah, I hope you didn't feel uncomfortable how flirty I kind of got with Zulkifli back there.
Never.
Yeah, you are right. It has been 13 years building up to that moment where we were held in each other's embrace. Yes, I hope to be back very soon to destroy you all with my new dragon powers from the astral plane. But until then, I will see all of you in the Discord, in the chat during the live play, and next time. Thank you so much, and I turn it back to the original Mike, for there can be only one. That is the real reason I'm leaving. There can be only one Michael.
Thank you so much. Well, everyone, once again, thank you for coming to and watching our session today. Thank you so much for everyone who came and rated our stream. It's always great to have you here. Just want to remind everyone to please join our Discord. We want to have you in our Discord. If you're a community member and you want to be here on Prestige Encounters, send me a message on there, especially for a holiday one-shot next Thursday. Spots are open. Cast members are going to give the community a chance to join that before joining themselves. So it's going to be a fantastic time. We would love to have you. It's been great to have you, Guinevere. Truly, it was great having you during the Halloween one shot. It's why you're back here today. Fantastic.
The pleasure was all mine, I assure you.
And everyone, we will see you next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at twitch.tv/PrestigeGC for session 20 of Prestige Encounters. Until then, good night and bye.
Bye-bye.
I love rogue energy.